All right. What's going on, world? This is the Culturally Correct Podcast. Definitely happy that you decided to tune in. I am here with the ever faithful Rome. He's here. Tonight we got a treat for you. We got a double whammy. We got a young one too. Of course, your boy Dame is here. But then we also have a fan favorite. He's here.
Jimmy is in the place to be. What it do?
Yeah. Jimmy's here, of course. Then also too, man, we have a dear friend of mine, man. We go back, way back. I've known him since I was a young buck, and he was somewhat a young buck, but he was older than me. We're not gonna disclose his age necessarily. I don't know if he would be okay with that. But this is a good friend of mine, one who I would say he had a huge piece in me becoming, the man that I am behind the camera. I started off doing some stuff on my iPhone, and it ended up, materializing into something a little bit more special. He kind of, gave me some projects and things of that nature, and he had a lot of faith in that skill before I even knew that I could even do anything. So I'm appreciative to him for that. He is a basketball savant, I would say. He knows his stuff. He's traveled. I'm gonna let him kind of, tell a little bit about, who he is. But this is the homie, the big bro. You know what I'm saying? My guy. I know that if I'm in a spot, he's one of the few people I feel like if I called, would definitely come through. This is my bro, Philip Perry. Washington.
Wow, full government.
I hesitate.
Yeah, it's Coach Washington. Y'all just know about
I didn't know.
Coach Wash. It's
there we
good.
go.
You have to pull full government out.
Not the full government?
Nah, you don't need the full
some
government.
Some people want to know.
We good, but some people do want to know the full government.
Yeah.
You don't even know it. You can find it. Boys
So,
the full name nowadays.
I feel you. But tell us a little bit about, who you are, what you do, just a little bit.
Coach Washington. I am the basketball coach. I do a lot of traveling with this basketball thing nowadays. Currently, I'm coaching on 3 different levels. Very interesting, challenging.
There's levels to this, B.
Yeah, I'm on the 8th. I'm doing the 8th grade level on the NYBL, and basically that's circuit ball for middle school, and that's with all shoe brands: Under Armour, Adidas, Nike. We're sponsored by Nike. I'm also doing the EYBL 16 and under, and that's big deal, EYBL for the Nike circuit. And then I'm also doing minor league, semi-professional basketball, CBA. I'm coaching the Indy Blaze out of Indianapolis. So I'm actually currently coaching 3 different teams at the same time, which is very time-consuming. My resume, I've coached at high schools. I was coach at Crispus Attucks. I was actually the first black guy to get hired at Anderson High School. But I had a little adversity with my life, and right now I'm getting everything back. So that's why I'm currently doing what I'm doing.
Hustling.
And it is a hustle. It's a continual hustle, and you also gotta be on every stage to remind people who you are. Let them know that you're always going to be relevant in this. And I also travel overseas back and forth, coaching camps, speaking at different coaching international clinics. So basketball is taking me around the world, and I'm very grateful. I'm very blessed for the opportunity. So
that's what's up, man. Well, that is Coach Washington, man. So like we do every week on this podcast, we always started off with what I realized. And so for me, I'm gonna go ahead and start us off this week if that's cool with you guys. But what I realized this week is filling up your tank is not that important. It just ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized that with these gas prices being the way that they are, I don't need to go everywhere I want to go. I just need to go where I need to go.
That's a good point.
Yeah. No, I mean, and I think when you see $297, $299, 04. When you see those numbers come across,
It's a value meal.
what? They do the 4 for $4 now. You know what I mean? Or the 3 for $3. You get a 3 for $3. You might mess around and get a whole quarter pounder for $3. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a serious situation. So I've realized that it's not important for me to go where I want to go. I just need to go where I need to go because I'm gonna save this money. I can't be out here, you know what I mean, giving all my money to this gas tank, going places I ain't got no business going.
And it went up on a Monday.
Went up on a Monday. So that's what I realized this week, man. Filling up my tank is just not important. I'm a go home and I'm gonna sit down. I think that's the win. I'm gonna sit down. Ron, what you got for us this week?
What I realized this week that Tyrese made a Signs of Making Love Part 2. Anybody heard of that?
No, I haven't even heard that.
Good. It's horrible. Please do not look it up. Don't search it. It's real.
Just like
real,
that?
It's horrible. I seen it pop up. I'm like, oh man. And I turned it right off.
Wow.
I gave it a good. I could probably listen to 3 minutes of the 4-minute song.
It's that bad.
It's
He got
bad.
one banger.
Just the song. It was that song. Had my title on shuffle, and it's grooving.
Tyrese didn't do it. He didn't do it to you. Do it for you.
Not part 2.
Wow.
You know, the first one go. You be like, oh yeah, take you back.
I mean, but has he really done anything since Sweet Lady? Musically is what I'm asking.
No, that Shame song kind of went hard.
I don't even know what you're talking about. So obviously it didn't.
I liked it.
It didn't. That Shame song. Yeah, it was a shame he put it out. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
So you realize Tyrese is not. He's not hitting
what
the
he used to
shots.
be.
Okay, there we go.
Not what it used to
I can dig it. Phil, you got one for us, man. What you realized here recently?
What I realized, and it's been longer than this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
What
that's what I realized.
Yeah.
But what I realized is
Okay.
sometimes you're just reminded of things that you already knew, but yeah, I mean, situations just kind of bring it back to the forefront of your memory. So
I'm gonna touch home on this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch home. What I realized is that you cannot get in an argument with a LeBron fan, and
Wow.
and really have legit facts to them
Right.
that makes sense, because they always have
Wow.
a rebuttal, or
Shots
they
fired.
always have to. You know, they always got. It's always something to be like.
Those
You
were the
know,
shots.
you'll say something like, "Oh, he didn't, but he did this, but he did that," and then it's like it's always a one up with the LeBron fan. So it's like I realized that it's a no ending argument with a LeBron fan, because they're always going to have a rebuttal. They're always going to have something to say. They're always going to end the conversation with, "But he's the king," but he's not the king, but he's not on the pedestal. But that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. We'll get into that later. But it's
That's what you realize
it's a
now.
very strong situation that I realized that, you know, you get on Facebook. I mean, Damon, you're a prime example of it.
Wow.
I mean, you know, you get on Facebook and like soon as if it's
Yeah, that was-
when LeBron's on when
direct stabbing.
LeBron is on TV and something's going on, it's like Damon is trolling right along on Facebook. To let something go wrong, oh, they're silent. They're not even commenting, and then they have to wait for somebody to say something about LeBron, and then all of a sudden, you know, they got a long paragraph underneath their little statement. That's this guy right here. So what I realized is that LeBron fans is no winning the argument, and that they try to troll on the low. I'll move on.
All right. Well, we appreciate that, man. You might not get invited back on the podcast, but we appreciate.
I still love you though.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We love you too. Jimmy,
Yo,
what you realize?
what I've realized is, man, I might be too in love with getting my feet done.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think I like it too much. I want to go way too often. I feel like for a guy, once a month is like, that's okay.
Now is the guy doing your feet, or is the woman doing
It got to be a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, it got to be a woman.
My wife hit me up about getting, you know, we can get it done together.
Right.
And then she was like, it's something about when he rubs your, and I'm thinking like, no, I don't think I can have that done. And you talking about doing it every other week or every week. So
Yeah, well, no. It definitely has to be a woman for me. Actually, I request this young lady every time I go in. But I'm
That sounds like some other shit.
well.
it sound like you getting your feet done.
Nah, it's just like she knows my feet. You know what I mean?
It don't sound like you getting your feet done. She's good to me.
You know, it's kind of like a haircut, almost in my book. You know.
Okay, I can feel
Good
that.
cleanup.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. It's important for men to take care of themselves. That's all. That's what I realize.
That's what you say.
So,
was a good
so Phil, I
moved it right to the. So let's address this.
No. It's actually on the same thing. I went with James the other day. We went and we got, you know what I'm saying, the pedicure. James was wondering, can he get the clear coat?
First, I just want to put it out there. I was definitely not wondering that. Damon was definitely wondering
Stop,
that.
bro. You don't
How
have to
Damon
be like
is.
that. You don't have to be like
Damon would try
Phil,
to put it on you.
The problem is though.
No. Damon wanted to click on his toes. He wanted to get him painted.
Problem is Phil gets the clear coat.
No. See, Phil doesn't get clear coat anything. All right.
You don't get the clear coat, Phil?
I don't go get petties. You know,
Often.
my wife has taken me before in the past, but if you ask me how many petties I've gotten this year, I'll tell you 0.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
but
tell you
my,
one. I
but
got
my,
one.
but my wife, you know, she takes care of my feet. You know what I'm saying? I have ugly feet. I don't feel like, you know, I have the most attractive. You won't catch me with open toes joints. You won't.
I embrace my African feet.
Hey,
my
but-
yabba dabba do.
Don't put
I
that on
feel
the
you, you know what I'm
continent.
saying?
Don't put that on African feet.
Yeah,
Don't
you
do
know what I'm saying?
that.
That's what
But
it is.
that's just me, cause I was a basketball player. I didn't really take care of my feet
Ain't
when
no
I was a
excuses,
basketball
man.
player.
Listen,
I mean, some people just didn't do
work
anything.
security
people
30
didn't-
years and
some
they
people
feet
didn't
ain't
do
nowhere
anything.
near like yours.
Hey, it's real.
All right. So no to the clear coat is what you're saying.
I'm saying if you're getting done, that's you. I mean, if you getting clear coat and wearing open toes, then I'll feel some type of way about it. But if you
Okay.
getting clear coat and you wearing, you know, what you rocking right now, then I'm cool. I don't know it. I don't know
Okay.
that you got
All
clear
right.
coat.
So James,
if you letting me
just
know
keep
that
them
you have
covered.
clear coat,
Once you get the clear coat, just keep them covered. He been wanting to
James,
know.
you got clear coat on right now.
Definitely don't have the clear coat. Definitely don't. Matter of fact, I don't even wear a coat when I go in there, so I ain't wearing no coat when I come out. You know what I mean?
That furthermore lets me know that it's not about the footwear.
No, it's not. He just admitted he goes
You're
in there
requesting the
unclothed.
same. Yeah, you're requesting the same person
What's her name?
wearing no coats in there. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, hey, it happens, man. It definitely happens. Well, hey, man, I just seen it. I don't know if you guys have seen it. They did a trailer for this new movie that's coming out this summer called Superfly. It's actually based out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And so it's a spinoff of the original
Superfly.
that happened in Harlem because people are calling Atlanta the new Harlem. And so, you don't agree?
I can see Atlanta be the New York of the South, but I wouldn't say Harlem. I mean, that
The
particular.
Renaissance, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what you're talking about. Just the
the-
artistic.
Okay, I get that.
Renaissance.
I get
they're
that.
running music,
Okay,
right?
Okay, I get that.
Okay,
I get that.
yeah.
No argument.
And Quiet as It's Kept, they are one of the biggest film capitals. Like,
Yes, they are.
They are.
A lot of land down there to make a lot of films.
Yeah.
A lot of
New
different
York
areas.
and California, they out-tax themselves because, you know, they taxing filmmaking in California and New York.
Yeah.
So they start moving to other ventures, and Atlanta is one of them big cities that, like you said, got a lot of space.
A lot of
And it's centrally located. Like, you can get to. You know, I mean, if you got actors that are from New York and you got actors that are from L.A. on the same, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think geography-wise, it kind of works out a little bit, you know what I mean, for everybody, too. And the weather stays pretty consistent, you know what I mean, year-round. So, but anyway, so this movie, Superfly, is like a remake of an older movie from back in the day. And it got me thinking, like, I never watched the original Superfly or anything like that, but I am going to go see this one because
pretty
it looks
dope.
It looks like
Yeah,
it's
you
going to be
gotta
really
watch
cool.
You gotta watch.
I mean, I watched the Mac.
Nah, you gotta
gotta
watch
watch
Superfly too.
Okay, I might have to check it out.
Yeah.
The Mac was dope. I just want to throw that out there. The Mac was really dope. And don't get me wrong, like I'm up on my old schools. Actually, I just seen that they got Kevin Hart to do. He's about to do a new rendition of Uptown Saturday Night. No, you don't like it? Talk to me, Rome.
I don't know. Is he gonna do the other two?
I don't know.
Like you can't just do one out of that series. You gotta do them all. You can't just.
And then, but it was two people, right? It was always Sydney and
Bill.
And Bill. So
Like,
who's the co-star? I guess.
But who is he playing? Is he playing Sydney or is he? I just want to
know.
see this. It's gonna be totally different because Kevin doesn't really remake movies that, like.
Well, I didn't know whatchamacallit was a remake until later. The joint with Cedric and Mike Epps.
The Honeymooners.
The Honeymooners. I didn't know that was a spinoff of an actual show.
You didn't know that?
I not until after it came out.
Really?
Yeah. No, I mean, is that black and white, bro?
I mean, yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not really up on my black and white
that's fine.
filmography. I'm just not. I'm sorry. But anyways, it got me thinking. These new remakes that are happening. It's like, yo, if you could remake any movie, what would it be, and who would you have play? You know what I mean? Those characters. So for me, one of my favorite movies of all times is Harlem Nights. So you have at that time the biggest heavy hitters as far as comedy goes. You know what I'm saying? In one movie on one set. I would love to see this movie redone in modern time. So Quick was played by Eddie Murphy. And so the person that I would let me go back. What was Quick's mentor name? Sugar was played by Richard Pryor. I would make Eddie play. I would have Eddie be
Richard
the elder
Pryor.
statesman.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
no.
And here it goes. The person that would take Eddie's spot that would be Quick has to be Jamie Foxx. There's nobody else that's going to be able to pull that off, in my personal opinion. Because if you remember, it was a comedy, but they weren't like, it wasn't like a slap comedy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like these characters were intentionally trying to be funny. It was just the situations were funny. You know what I mean? There was some real acting going on. Like, you know what I mean? With like, there was, a little bit of, I'm not gonna say depth. I won't say that, but there was acting going on with Eddie's character, with Quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would have Jamie Foxx play Quick, and then from there, man, you just gotta sprinkle everybody else in. You know what I'm saying? I would love for, and they kind of already alluded to it. I don't know if y'all remember in the Busta Rhymes and P Diddy Pastor Cavassier video. Remember, Monique played Vera.
Yeah.
When they did the remake, you know what I mean? So I would go ahead and let her go ahead and play. You know what I mean? Maybe she can, you know what I mean, kind of get some get back off that whole not having a Netflix deal. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's one of the movies I would love to see remade. I don't know who would play Arsenio's role. You know what I'm saying? Like who? Kevin would be a good one, actually.
For Arsenio role.
For the Arsenio role would be.
I don't like Jamie as Quick.
What?
He too old.
Stop,
Quick
bro.
was in his 20s. He was a kid.
Jamie Foxx.
He's too old for that role.
Jamie's paid for his hairline. Oh, do you know? Oh boy, he's
41.
Yeah,
I got
okay,
you.
yeah. Black Panther's 58. Like he's out here. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't playing a 20-year-old.
Well, what I'm saying, he ain't playing a 58-year-old either.
Him and Eddie Murphy 10 years apart. Like Eddie Murphy 50, he 40.
All I'm saying is, it would be a dope look. Who else would you have played?
It's different guys you can use. It's different guys you could use for
Better.
that.
That's gonna be better than Jamie though.
I'm not saying that would be better, but as far as if you want to stick into that age generation, because that was a young Eddie.
It was very young.
That was a
Eddie.
young Eddie.
Jamie Foxx just paid for a new hairline, guys. He looks
understand.
like
His hairline is young.
It's young,
But
yes.
he's starting to look old.
I don't know.
And Baby Driver, he's looking old.
I didn't watch that, but
That was a pretty good movie.
It was, but don't he look old?
Yeah. I mean,
He's
he looks
looking
older.
old.
He looks older.
You won't Jamie Foxx show Jamie. Because new Jamie,
But he's
looks,
still able to give you that. And if y'all want to keep it all the way a buck, he's probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, stand-up comedian.
He's one. Yeah, I give him. I'll give him
one.
that. I definitely give him one. He's definitely one.
One
of.
of.
the
I
greatest.
said one of. I'll take one of.
I give him that. I give him
You
that.
know
I'm
what
trying
I'm
to
saying?
think of who would be a
Because he
fresh
has,
new
he has some
face to
funny
be a
stuff.
comedian.
He has some funny stuff.
You got to put Mike Epps in there.
You could get your boy,
Who?
Donald Glover.
No.
Yeah.
No.
To play quick.
Nope. I'll pass.
I think
I
it
love
work.
Donald. This is America's Dope. Shout out to Donald Glover. Can't do everything, buddy.
He already acts. He already got stand-ups.
I heard the stand-up is trash. I've never seen it. I haven't seen it.
I have seen him.
So I'm
Childish
not.
Gambino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not as quick.
I think he can do quick. I think he can do quick. He's not our funny. He don't gear to us.
I like him. I like him.
I like
No,
it too.
his
I like him
stand-up,
a lot.
I like him. I don't like his stand-ups are not.
I like his music and I like Atlanta. So that's just me.
Yeah, I love his music. I love Atlanta. I
Have you seen
yet-
him in Community? Nope. See,
See, we don't even know what that is.
because
No.
it's not geared for us.
It's not for our community.
There you go.
Not for our.
Phil, what you got? What movie would you like to see remade? You
Coming
know
to
what I mean?
America would be mine. I mean, I feel like
Michael Blackson.
I feel like a lot of people. I feel like a lot
He
of
has
people.
to make a cameo in
Look, I
in the
feel like
new.
a lot of people, because I got on an argument on Facebook on this,
Oh,
and
he
somebody
could be one of
somebody
those.
tried to say that Coming to America wasn't, top 5 dead or alive. Coming to America, to me personally, I
Facto.
mean that's an ultimate black guy. If you haven't seen that, then shame on you. If you
Shame
haven't seen
on you.
Coming to America. So changing up those roles, I mean, I would
'Cause
say it'd be a
you-
collection. It would be a collection of.
But you have to keep in
comedians.
mind. You have to keep in mind.
Eddie played 5
Eddie
people.
played like 5
Exactly.
Him and our
people.
Exactly.
Who is capable?
A person that's
Today.
okay today. Yeah, today Jamie could be in that conversation.
I'm just keeping it 1.
Kevin's in
1
that
hour.
conversation. Also, you can also throw different people in that
To replace
movie,
that.
to replace a lot of different people that are doing stuff. Like
I damn near feel like if it's gonna be successful, you have to put Kevin in it
yeah, you have
as
to.
the main guy.
No, I mean Kevin will be.
He's
'Cause
over
he
the
making
top.
him
He's the
hilarious.
same guy in everything he does.
He's not, but he is. He's not, but he is. He's not, but he is. And the only reason why you say he is because his voice and stuff like that, it never changes. He's never going to change
He the same.
that person. All right, but that's
If
what
y'all
makes.
could have seen
but
this
that's
hand
who
motion
he is. But
that
yeah,
Rome
but,
just did, I ain't never seen
but
move that
that's
quick
what he
in my
is.
life.
I mean, but you can throw different names in there. You can throw Chris Tucker in there. You can throw Will Smith in there. You can throw Jamie Foxx in there. You can
For
throw
Coming to America,
Yeah,
They're
Will
all
Smith?
too old.
No, you
I
can't.
think-
No, because you
I've
have to
learned
but you have
this-
to understand. And Coming to America, there were a lot of old heads in there.
Yeah.
There were a lot of older parts. You got to think about it. Samuel Jackson was the robber, and
The robber.
And
He was
looks
eight-
like
he was
looks like
75.
he looked like he was about 56 going in there with the gun. So it's like you can't really put an age cap on.
What I realized
these
this week
roles.
is Rome is an ageist.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you can't really discriminate because makeup will make you look anything.
man, they just.
Makeup will make
Oh,
you
let
look
me ask you
anything.
this though. Here's the question: Coming to America, who plays the girl?
Which one?
Not the sister, but the one he ends up marrying.
What was her name?
Who plays the Christina Milian?
Stop, bro. She can't. She's in your top 5.
Christina Milian?
I'd say
Yeah, she's in my top.
Say it.
Lisa
Say it. You
Bonet
know who I'm
daughter. Her daughter.
No,
Have you seen her?
guys, you guys are all wrong.
We're talking about actresses, right?
Yeah.
We're
We're
not
talking
just
about
talking about the supermodels. We're
Yeah,
talking
we're
about
talking about
actresses.
actresses.
Okay, Christina Milian is an actress that actually
I-
had predominant roles
I
in
have-
movies.
yeah,
Were
I'm
they
with you.
good
And-
though?
and- like
I'm
some
with
of her
you.
movies.
You like watching
Like-
her in a movie?
I've never left the theater
Shame
or
on you.
the TV screen like, oh man, she did a great
She
job.
killed
in
that.
Yeah.
Love do cost a thing.
I mean, there's a lot of different actresses you can throw in there. I mean, you can.
I'm gonna
throw-
tell you who
For the princess that got offered, you can put Gabrielle Union in that.
No, she would kill that.
She would
the
kill
first
that.
one, the
Yeah,
the
first
arranged
woman,
marriage. Oh,
she's
she
your
would
queen.
kill
to be.
that.
Yeah, Gabrielle Union. You could
Who
throw her in
does
there.
that though? Who she's your queen? Who does that? Face on.
Who?
Oh, Face Off would be
Face-Off.
hilarious. He wouldn't do
That
it.
would be hilarious.
Big Perv.
Faison Love. He plays the guy
Big
who
Perv.
does She's Your Queen.
I'm just saying, you saying Big Pine?
Would play that part where he
You would
said,
play- That's perfect.
Yeah, nah. But okay, so the girl, the love interest would be my girl, man. Listen, my wife,
Shanti.
my wife knows where. Now that would actually be a good option.
Shanti be a real good one.
That would be a good option, but no, that's not who I was
Beyonce
thinking
would
of.
be a great one too.
That's a little bit too much.
And Beyonce can definitely act. Let's not go there.
I want to go
Like he
there.
got offended. Like,
Oh
he got
yeah,
offended.
yeah.
You
Hold
better
on.
not
real quick.
talk bad about
I was about to
Beyonce.
say, how dare you?
Are you a part of the
I
Beehive?
would get the beehive on you. I know my homeboy Norm is not going for that at all. My homeboy Norm is a part of the beehive.
Hey, shout out to Norm. Hey, we need to get you on the podcast. But no, I would say Robin Thicke's ex,
Paula Patton.
Paula Patton.
Yeah, she's a
You know what I realized?
smear away from being 30, 35. I mean, no, she's not.
You said Christina Milian. She's just as old as Nick Cannon, who's 50.
Hey, hey,
Look,
let's cool that out. Ashanti's older than both of them.
Listen,
Not
I didn't say
both of them, but
Ashanti. I
Ashanti's.
said-
All right, so who's
But
his
Ashanti-
sidekick?
Ashanti
We got to
is
figure this
definitely-
out before we go.
What?
Who's his? Who's?
Who plays Arsenio Hall?
Yeah.
Role?
who we
That's-
say
I don't
playing?
know, man.
We
That'd be
got to
funny.
figure out who playing.
I
Prince
thought
Hakeem.
I thought we said
Y'all
so
said so.
not Kevin.
Kevin can play the sidekick.
Kevin could play the sidekick. He
He
could.
can play the
So
sidekick.
who's the main guy?
That would be a toss up. You would have to really have a.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Jamie's the go-to. I know it sounds like
Jamie
I
and
like
everything.
You
I know,
do-
but I'm
this
saying
is probably
like,
about the fourth podcast
But
you
Jamie,
mentioned Jamie
Jamie is
who's more
great,
versatile.
Jamie's a great candidate for it, but I'm pretty sure this right off the bat. Like I wasn't expecting
I
this
think
question. sitting
Jamie
down
should play
here.
Mr. McDowell. They got the Golden Arches. We got the Golden Arches. They got the
Or,
Big Mac. We got the
or
Big Mick. Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't say Witherspoon. Because he's
He's
he might be too much. But yeah, okay, I can see
You can
that.
put.
and that's a good
And
role.
then Michael Blackson is the dude who stops him at the game.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
that was
Yes.
exactly what you
You
said.
can have Mike Epps as your boy with the Jerry curl.
No, Mike Epps can be the sidekick.
Nah,
just-
nah.
Oh no, you know what? That's
You could-
perfect
you could do
because
the Jerry
that's Day
curl.
Day's characters. Essentially, that was the first inception of Day Day. Like, I'm not trying to work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are we out here like complaining the entire movie? That's what Arsenio did.
I think y'all just need to make room for the new people. I think you need to have fresh.
Who's new? Stop bringing up Donald Glover.
I didn't say Donald
okay.
Glover. I'm okay with not Donald
I don't
Glover.
know, man, but that's a tough one. I mean, I would have to really sit down and put it on a piece of paper who I would want in those roles. But Coming to America is definitely something that needs to be definitely revisited
I'm with you.
in Hollywood.
Because there's only a couple movies where the storyline is timeless. Like, that's a timeless joint. To be honest, man, Eddie has so many. He has so many. Because I would think, whatchamacallit should be on somebody's list. What's the one? Randolph Mortimer.
Trading Places.
Trading Places. That's another one. It's a great one. But Jimmy, what you got, man? If you could remake one.
Just one.
Just one.
I mean, I'm young, but I ain't that young.
What's the one you always used to steal from my DVD selection to watch, or you used to go in and watch?
Yo, I didn't even think about
Yeah.
that one, but that one would be dope.
Hey, he about to show you.
Hey.
He's really an old soul.
Listen, Cooley High.
Cooley High.
Cooley High would be
That
dope.
that would be real dope.
Ooh, that
You
would
get
be
your
dope.
guy. So, talk about the new guys. DC.
Yeah,
DC.
DC.
So you said it in Atlanta. I think because the original one was
Chicago.
Like, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Detroit, but Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah. But yeah, that'd be nice.
That would
Get
be.
you a
that would
Jaden
be-
Smith in there.
You get a whole bunch of people in that.
No, you can. I would even. Y'all probably gonna hate me for this. I would even take Bow Wow. He acts. He's a.
He's not.
He's
a bad-
not.
he's
Like,
not-
He's
no.
still gonna look like he's 17.
You can get Bow Wow, Chris
Brown.
Breezy,
Okay.
and like this modern day
Day
Cooley
Cooley
High.
High.
Yeah, you could.
I don't know who would you have play Preach.
That's tough. That's real tough.
And then the athlete is Cheeks. You go ahead and let Chris Brown play that because
Brown.
he was the one that was all the ladies was checking for him, and you know what I'm saying.
I don't know why Michael B. Jordan comes to mind, but like throw him in some glasses.
Oh yeah, he could work too.
For Preach. I mean for Coach. Was it Coach East? No, it's Preach. For Preach.
For Preach, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a good movie. Redone. I agree.
Cooley High is dope.
Cooley High is amazing. This is it. How old are you?
Young Buck.
Yeah, he's a young buck, and he knows about Cooley High. So
21.
It's a fresh 21. Yesterday I just turned 21.
wow.
I've been out here for a few months, man.
What we got, Rome?
I'm gonna hate this one, but every time you say it, the only thing that comes to mind was like Lean on Me.
Oh no, I wouldn't hate it.
That would be interesting, but
It's just interesting, but you don't want to touch it.
Oh,
you don't want to touch it, but it
I got
seems like it's a
Joe.
lot of different.
I got
It's a
Joe.
lot of different movies that kind of spun off of Lean on Me that kind of use that same concept. So it's like, if you touch it, you gonna have to touch it. You have to do it right.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I got Joe. And it's not Jamie Foxx. I know y'all thought it was not Jamie Foxx. Samuel, you better stop it. Samuel Jackson to kill Joe. They used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they call me Batman.
Nah, but he would go to a whole nother level with it. He'd be like, now these MFers.
Mother, why you late to class? You smoke crack, don't you? Hey, you pop Molly, don't you? Don't you pop perks? Listen in the future. What about your future?
Hey man, yeah, that would be an interesting movie to be remade.
Smoke Molly, jump.
And instead of them singing, you got Amigos in there rapping.
Hey.
You wouldn't understand one word.
Eastside High, yeah. Mad. Bow, bow, bow. Dirty.
Let's not even get on that.
Mama. Fair Eastside. Nah, man, I think we grew up in a very dope era, man, where all these movies are still timeless. I think every one that we name, we could pop in right now and thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Honorable mentions, for sure, Life. Juice is yeah.
Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society.
Boys in the Hood, actually, I don't know if it makes my top 5 in that genre.
What? Well, hold
And
on.
as far as hood movies,
Hold on, let's rewind. What did you say?
I don't know if Boys in the Hood cracks the top 5 in like the hood movie genre.
So give me the top 5.
What?
And if
So
it
what?
does,
Hear
it's
me out.
5.
I want. Okay. So what comes before it?
What?
Menace to Society
Yeah,
comes before it.
I get you that.
Juice, in my opinion. Wow. Before Boys in the Hood? Yes. For sure. If we're just talking about hood movies,
Wow.
Paid in Full?
Wow.
We're not going to talk about it?
No, let's talk about this because you need to understand what Boys in the Hood opened the door for all these other movies that you're talking about.
See, that's what they do. They hit you with the,
I hit you with the LeBron stuff.
Yeah,
I hit you
with the straight with the Jordan argument. Well, because they did it first, that means it was done better.
But
No,
it was
that's not what that
still
means.
the movie. No. Let's think about the movie. Let's think about the message in the movie. Yes, that's definitely top 5. That's definitely top 5. You can't argue that.
No, I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job thus
I don't
far.
think you can put 5 movies in front of Boys in the Hood as far as
You got
hood
3
movies.
so far.
And you really gonna go with those 3 being above Boys in the Hood?
What about
Society is a
what about
I'll give you.
Here we go.
I like
Hood
Juice.
movie.
I like Juice, but
You like Juice? What about Above the Rim?
I like
Above the Rim?
Above the Rim, but
That's
Above the
3
Rim.
now.
But Above the Rim is one of my top movies, but I wouldn't put. I'm still not gonna put. I put Above the Rim with basketball
you know what
movies.
you do? You know what you do?
With sport movies, like Above the Rim was up there with.
Oh, now you want to put it in a
No,
different
no,
category.
because
It's a hood movie.
because Above the Rim, you got Sunset Park, you got movies like that. those are not hood movies.
Sunset Park was pretty good.
Because
You know my
because
favorite
they're themed around
basketball
basketball.
Heaven is a Playground.
Man, you need to get on Glory Road and talk to me.
I don't know what Glory.
You know what I'm saying? You get on Glory Road. I mean, and Glory Road, you put Glory Road up there with Remember the Titans. So it's just like you can't sit there and put
Can I tell you another one that might be better?
what?
Wildcats.
You're not gonna like this. And the reason why you're not gonna like it is because it's so new. You'll say no way. ATL.
ATL, like what
With T.I.
what T.I., you gonna put that over Boys in the Hood?
If you remove nostalgia points, it's a better movie.
If you agreed to that, Rome,
I'm on the fence on that one. I'm on the fence.
no,
I'm on the fence with that.
no, we need that.
Okay, what about this? Okay.
On the fence with that.
No,
I don't know if you call this a hood movie though. I don't know if you call this a hood movie.
this is gonna be a.
It felt like a
This is
stretch.
gonna
Nah,
be.
this is
This is
the
gonna be a
stretch of all
Facebook
stretches.
stat tonight.
I don't know if
hear
you
me?
can call this a hood movie. Hardball?
Oh man, you clowning, man.
I'm asking. Is it a hood movie? I don't.
It's close to a hood movie.
But it's not better than Boys in the Hood, though.
Then if you're gonna put Hardball in there, then you gotta put Breaking.
Baby.
You gotta put Breaking in there. You gotta put Crush Groove in there. You gotta put all
I
those
listen,
other movies in there.
I'll
you
say this.
putting Hardball
I'll
in
say
there.
this.
You are clowning.
I'll say this. Okay, hold on, wait. I'm not even finished. Why am I thinking I'm finished? Do the right thing.
Yes.
Hands down.
Hands.
Talk to me.
That
Talk to me, Phil.
that'll be a good remake.
It would be,
Dope.
but Spike has to be behind the camera.
It only can be Spike.
What about Higher Learning?
I'm with
Higher
that.
Learning's not a hood movie. It was
Why isn't it?
took place on a college campus.
I
So?
say it's a hood movie.
All the movies we've named took place in the hood. The setting was the hood.
What
But
do you
the
think
actors and
when-
the characters
were
were
not- were
the
there-
fundamentally.
There were two. First of all, y'all not gonna win this one with me. And the reason
Okay,
why
I know, but I love Higher Learning. Higher Learning
I
was
love Higher
on.
Learning
It
too,
was on a
yeah.
college campus, yes, and all this stuff. But
and
everything that was
and
going on
Omar
is the same
wasn't-
thing was going on. in the
Omar
hood.
wasn't the main character. If you go back and look at that movie, there were 4 stories or 3
Yeah, it
there
was
were
stories.
3
There were
stories
going on at
told
the same time.
simultaneously.
And then they
And
all
Omar was just
intervened.
one of the 3. He was one of the only ones that survived. The white girl story was just as in depth, and so was Remy's story. It just so happened that they all intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? That wasn't, you know what I mean? So you got, out of the 3 characters, you got one person from the hood. That's not a hood movie. Sorry.
Okay.
So that's not a hood movie. So Do the Right Thing. I feel like I'm just saying it. I'm not saying it's not great. It just don't crack the top 5.
Listen, there's not 5 hood movies better than Boys in the Hood, and that's period. Facts. Well, that's the end of the discussion. Let's move on.
All right, we can move on.
We're gonna move into it because we're gonna.
And I'm glad we're moving on. The reason why I'm glad we're moving on is because he's about to do. I'm warning everybody. He's about to do what he just did with this whole Boys in the Hood situation. He's about to do this with sports. Okay, Phil is one of the individuals who gives what I call nostalgia points. Because something
Labels.
happened when they were
Labels.
children, because something happened when they were kids,
Labels.
it becomes a little bit more important, and they kind of get blinded by the past, and they're unable to appreciate what's going on in modern times.
This is when we start to troll.
No, it's not. It's not a troll, bro. It's not a troll whatsoever. So we're here. We are in 2018. The playoffs are going on right now. Currently, both conferences are in the finals. So the Eastern Conference Finals is going on between Boston and Cleveland, and the Western Conference Finals is going on between the Rockets and the Golden State Warriors. Who are you liking, Phil, to win the championship this year?
I believe Golden State is going to win the championship this year. Again, do I need to talk on my points on the reason why I think Cleveland is not going to make it out of the East, or do I need to just talk about the finals?
I mean, it's a podcast, bro. You can do
Oh, okay,
whatever you
okay.
wanna
Well,
do. Coach.
I believe the best teams are going to be playing against each other in the championship. I believe the out of the Final 4 that's remaining, out of Houston and Golden State, Cleveland and Boston. From the East, I believe Boston is a better team. I'm not saying they don't have better individuals. I believe that.
Pause real quick. With with the information that we have thus far, Brad Stevens over Pop?
Okay, see now we're going to a whole nother subject.
No, I'm
But
just
let me
just real quick.
I mean,
just give me a quick one. We don't gotta dive into it. Just real
I
quick.
believe that Brad Stevens will probably surpass Pop.
Okay, I agree. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
So
So
the better team.
I believe the better teams are going to probably outlast the individual play of the playoffs. So not saying that individual play is not going to win a game or two, because it's going to. You're going to have guys with hot nights. But
It
the
actually
more
won-
consistent teams,
It actually won a whole series.
yeah,
if you want to be honest.
the most consistent teams are going to win the championship. And I believe the most consistent team with a capital T is going to win. I believe that's Golden State. They have too much firepower. When one's off, 3 of them can be on. When 2's off, 2 of them can be on. When 3's
that's
off,
just the starters.
when 3's off, yeah, when 3's off, 1 can be on. And like you said, that's just the starters. We're not even talking about what they're going to bring off the bench, or if they have, and which their second unit moves the ball probably, just as good as starters in the whole league. So I like that in them. I think Boston is playing with a chip on their shoulder. They're also playing together, and they know that they have to play together, and they bought into Brad Stevens' system. Cleveland is a very talented team. They have one of the greatest players in the world, which is LeBron James. Is he the greatest player in the world? No. I've said that before, and I'm going to say it again. No, well, we're not going to go back. I'm just keep on going forward.
No.
So
Are you saying
he's not the greatest
he's not
player
the
right
greatest player
now?
in the world, like
no,
right
he's
now.
not the greatest player in the world.
No,
Right now.
not GOAT, not ever. We're just talking about right now.
now.
Currently dribbling the basketball. There's
He's-
somebody better than him.
There's people that can do better things than him.
No. Stop.
Yeah.
Don't compartmentalize. Is
yeah,
there somebody
yes.
better than him?
That was very vague.
Yes.
Who's better than him?
And different things, yes, I can say different things.
No, I'm asking a total package. Who is better
I'm a
than
basketball coach.
him? I understand that. I'm with you.
So I'm a basketball coach, so I'm gonna tell you, he is a
Who's
great
the best
player.
player in the world right
He's
now?
he's a great player.
Who's the best player in the world right now?
Who would I build my team around?
No.
Is that what you're asking me? Who you asking me? Is that what you're asking me?
No, coach, that's not what
Okay.
I'm asking you.
What are you
Shit,
asking?
I'm asking you, who's the best player in the world right now?
The best player that's playing right now?
Playing.
That's currently playing, yes.
It's a toss up.
No, it's a toss-up.
It's a toss up.
Between
LeBron.
Oh, okay.
LeBron. I'll put him up there. Kevin Durant is another one.
Is that it, or is there more?
No, there's more people that are
No,
making.
just in that conversation of right now, actively playing, not who used to play, who is currently playing the best.
Since you want me to keep those two in a bubble, then I'll keep
I'm
those
not
two in a
keeping them
bubble.
in-
But there's
I'm
so many
asking-
other basketball players in the league right
That
now
do-
that's
that do
doing
things
that's lot.
better than them.
That's
Yeah.
that's doing a lot.
We're
And
talking about
the
total
numbers
package.
the numbers are speaking. Like, you forget about Anthony Davis that has numbers just as good as LeBron's. Really?
His assists
And
or
we're gonna
his
look.
LeBron?
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
We're not looking at. So you want to point out that one stat? Is his assist? Is it his
You
minutes?
said
Is
his
more?
numbers.
Is his
You said
is
no.
his
Did
minutes
you
more?
or did you not say his numbers?
Look at the position that he's playing.
LeBron James is a small forward.
That's playing point guard.
Davis is a power forward.
That's playing power forward.
Okay.
We're talking about LeBron James that plays point guard.
Draymond Green is their center. He averages the most assists on the Golden State Warriors.
He's very
What are you
good.
talking about?
He's a great player.
All right.
He's a great player.
Are you saying because Anthony Davis plays power forward, he can't
No, I'm just
assist
saying,
the ball?
I'm just saying you're throwing numbers out, so I'm throwing numbers back at you.
Well, no. You said Anthony Davis's numbers is comparable to LeBron's. I'm telling you, no, they're not, because the assist totals negate that logic.
Now, whoever
right.
is
See?
listening to this podcast, remember what I said in the beginning of the podcast.
All right.
All right. Remember what I said in the beginning. Hint. Basically, what Damon is doing right now. He has a rebuttal for everything. So instead of letting me talk,
facts.
and yeah, see that? You see how loud he's getting now? How sensitive he's getting? If you looked on the microphone and you saw how high his voice projected on that one, he's sensitive right now. So I'm gonna keep on with my conversation with my question that I was asked. So I'm going with that Golden State is going to be playing Boston in the finals. All right. That's just how I see it. Now, can Houston win? Now, we left during halftime. We came, into recording, and Houston was winning. But pretty good. I don't know what the score is now. From when I'm getting text messages, I'm assuming Houston is about to win this game. So congratulations. You guys still didn't defend home court, but they got to go to Golden State. Is it bad?
119-93 with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, the game's over. So, Houston jumped out on them. So, they did what they were supposed to do at home. They didn't the first game. So, they got to go to Golden State, which is going to be a tough cookie. Now, on the other side, if Cleveland doesn't win Game 3, then I'll project it as over. I think they still have a chance. Because if they win Game 3, they can win Game 4, and they can make a run. Because I've seen them do it before against Golden State. I'll give them props to that. But it was a lot of situations that had to happen in order for that to happen, for LeBron to get that ring. And we can talk about that too if you want to.
No, listen, man. Yeah, let's.
You don't want to talk about that one?
Get to it.
Let's talk about the facts
tonight. Listen.
We'll talk about the facts.
There's been a lot of
talk dirty to me, Dame. Go ahead.
I got you, bro. Because listen, I don't coach. My one shining moment as a coach was I was an assistant for eighth grade. Eighth grade basketball
Y'all
team.
better not forget that name.
That's right.
Highland Scots.
Went undefeated.
What was
I
it,
mean?
21-0?
Something like that. You
Talk
know
to him,
what I'm
Coach.
saying? Yeah, we were a Hail Mary pass away from winning what would be considered in the middle school division a state championship. Legit Hail Mary. And I was the assistant to one Mr. Philip Perry. Washington.
It's Coach Washington.
Coach Wash.
Just say Coach Wash.
So
let's keep it at that.
That's it. That's all I got. That's all the experience I got now. But I am an avid NBA enthusiast. I will say, I'm only, I love the game though. I love the game. I'm a fan of the game. I don't watch too much college until March Madness. Then that's when I'm really into it. But outside of that, I love high school basketball. I like high school basketball a tad bit more than I like college basketball. I just do. I don't know why, but I just like being in the stands, watching the actual high school game.
Is he telling us his resume so he can go back to why he believes LeBron is this and that?
I'm just
asking you, Rome. I'm asking you. I'm talking to Rome.
Did you
I'm asking Rome.
No, did you your qualifications?
No, I didn't. I can go.
Actually,
I can go
at the top of the
I didn't. I just gave a quick rundown. I just gave a quick rundown. I didn't give my resume.
I don't have a resume.
We can do that.
I don't have a resume. I just like basketball.
I said we can do that.
Okay.
I can do resume.
So, what I've been noticing, Rome, is that these old school guys have what we would consider in 2018, they've been dry snitching a lot.
Old school.
So I'll ask Rome, please remind us of what Scottie Pippen said a few weeks back as it relates to the whole LeBron and Jordan comparison, because he was responding to.
Are we talking about sober Scotty, or are we talking about high Scotty?
It was on ESPN. He was mad
because on TMZ he definitely said Wesley LeBron ain't better than me. Yeah.
And why did he say that? What was his reason? Why did he say that LeBron's not better than me? What
6 rings.
6 rings. How many rings Jordan got?
6.
How many rings Jordan got that Pippen got also?
6.
Oh, okay.
What about Kobe?
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna get to.
I can go back to Jordan. I can stay with Jordan. I can go to Jordan.
No, we don't go. I'm asking.
No, because you over there. No, because you over there getting on Rome.
I'm not getting on him.
Rome didn't give us his qualifications.
Shared the video the other day.
I did. Scotty said Jordan didn't have to do all the things LeBron had to do because Jordan had me. I was the defensive player. I locked down. I was the facilitator. That's what Scotty said.
This is what Scottie Pippen said. Now, Phil is going to his phone.
Phil's just going to pull up a picture for you. Just for facts. This because you guys facts.
Keep in mind the people on the podcast can't see the picture. But what I'm saying is
you
this.
Don't have to. I can just read it out to you.
Yeah, you're fine. What I'm saying is this. Jordan, I think Jordan made 10 or 12 NBA all defensive first team, something like that. Okay. It was either 10 or 12. Okay. Ask me how many Scotty made. Okay. 9. Okay. He was there. Okay. Just about every year. Jordan never made it out of the first round until Scottie Pippen got there. Jordan never won a ring outside of having Scottie and a Hall of Fame coach who proved that it wasn't just Jordan that got them rings because he went on and won 5 with your guy. Yes or no? Okay, so nobody wants to see. That's what I'm saying. Nobody wants to talk about.
Rome. I thought you were talking wrong.
Your guy. You know you're a Kobe fan. You know what I mean? So this is what I will say. There's been a lot of dry snitching going on with these old heads because Pippen goes on and he says Jordan didn't have to do nowhere near as much as LeBron has to do because I was there to be the main defender, you know what I mean, on a night-in, night-out basis. Now, am I saying that Jordan didn't lock boys up? Yes, he did.
That's not true because Jordan guarded the best player.
I'm not saying that, but he only did that when the lights was on. I'm talking about night in, night out.
He only did that when
on them
the lights was on?
untelevised games.
He only did that when the lights was on?
Okay. Yeah.
Jordan was, hold on, let me tell you what Jordan did. Jordan was not only the leading scorer of the league, he was also the leading defender of the league. How you be both?
Nasty.
How you be both?
That's nasty.
You know what I mean? How you be both? He's doing this. He's doing this before Scottie. He was doing that before Scottie.
Did that
he did that before Scottie.
How many playoff victories did he have before Scottie?
He did that before Scottie.
Okay, so we're not gonna answer that question.
No. I'm gonna get to that. He did that before Scottie.
Let me know when you get to it.
He was the points and he was the leading defender before Scottie.
Getting kicked out of the first round.
Hold on, listen to what I'm saying though.
Yep.
What he didn't do is make a big old to-do about going to a whole nother place with other superstars to win his first ring. That's what he didn't do.
Jordan got kicked out of the first round.
So let's decipher. Hold on. You stop because I just want to know.
You getting mad emotional, B?
I just want to know. I just want to know if Jordan. I just want to know if Jordan got on it. I just want to know if Jordan got on the mic and said, "Yo, I'm about to go to Detroit and I'm about to." Join up with my man Isaiah, and I'm about to go to LA and go with my man
Dwayne Wade to Isaiah Thomas.
We're gonna get to you later, but anyway, but you never saw Jordan do that, so I don't want to hear all that, man, until he got Scottie, until he got, he stayed in the same spot. He stayed in the same spot. Now you got your boy playing hot pants, you know what I'm saying? Now he want to jump from here to here, and now the talk is, which you even posted, is that he may not even be in Cleveland next year because he want to jump around here to there. You want to go to another star. You want to do all these different stuff. Excuse my phone. But you want to do all this jumping around stuff, but yet you guys still want to put him on the pedestal as he's the king. The king sits on the throne. The throne sits at the crib. The crib don't move. The crib don't move.
Not true.
The crib don't move. No, yes, that is true.
Study history.
The crib don't move.
You guys don't know Phil is a health teacher actually.
The crib don't move
by trade. He's a
crib don't move. So if you trying to tell me that the kingdom moves from place to place, then that's false.
When they conquer lands, they spread around.
But you got to conquer something. He's not conquering nothing.
He conquered Miami.
He's not conquering anything.
This is my only thing.
They won 2.
This is my only issue, Phil. Phil, this is my only issue with everything you said. Is that Jordan didn't have to leave, which is very true.
Very.
But his organization was better than Cleveland's. They brought people, drafted around him. They made things happen. Dennis Rodman joined 2 Hall of Famers to get 3 rings.
Okay.
So instead of him making his own moves, Jordan organization made the moves for him. That's all I'm going to have to say. They brought people in. Cleveland the first go around didn't bring people
7 years never played with another All-Star.
So that's nobody
wants to talk about that.
That's my only.
And he took bums. He took bums.
Oh, here we go.
To the finals. Not only did he take bums to the finals, but he beat the defending champions in the Detroit Pistons.
And then what?
He got swept.
Okay.
But you see, I make a valid point.
Okay,
Phil,
so
right?
let me ask you.
His organization was better.
I'll give you that.
Who was the second best player on that team?
I'll give you that wrong.
Who was the second best player on that team?
On whose team?
That he took to get when he got swept by Spurs?
Larry Hughes.
Larry Hughes.
Yeah.
Larry Hughes Hall of Famer?
No, he's not a Hall of Famer. He was an All-Star.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He was an All-Rookie team too. Thank you.
Larry Hughes was never All-Star.
He was definitely an All-Rookie.
Okay.
But that's what he played in.
Was he an all-star?
That was when he was in Philly.
Yeah.
With AI.
Was he an all-star?
Hey. He was in conversation.
Yeah. Okay. It was in a conversation.
It was a
Okay,
conversation.
that's great. Yeah, you're in the conversation too.
You don't. It's in conversation, but you guys sit there always be like, man, he didn't have this All Star and he didn't have Hall of Famer and blah blah blah. I'm like, man, stop it, man.
Name one ring Jordan got that Pippen ain't got.
LeBron is not the GOAT, B. He's not.
Listen,
trying to go around the circle.
We'll get to that.
I'm gonna tell you, I got one quote, and Steve Kerr gave it to us.
No,
I'm not done. No, let me. No, you gotta let me have this one. Listen, these old heads are dry snitching. Okay, let me continue. They are dry snitching because Steve Kerr said the other day. He said this the other day. He said two things. He said, I'm gonna go with the first one. And then y'all remind me. I'll hit y'all with the second one. The first thing he said was, he was asked about James Harden and Kevin Durant on that first game in the first half, how they were scoring very well, and he started to praise the athletes that James Harden and Kevin Durant were, and he said this verbatim. He said, I could not have played in this league. What did he mean by that, Phil? What did he mean by that?
That Steve Kerr couldn't play in this league?
He said, I could not have played today. He said, I'm glad I came along when I did. This is verbatim. I'm glad I came along when I did because I would not have been able to play today. What does he mean by that?
Are you want my opinion or are you about to tell me what he meant by that?
I'm going to tell you what he meant, but I would love to hear your opinion.
Okay. Why are you going to tell me what he meant? Do you already know what he meant by that?
It's obvious what he meant. He was talking about the athleticism that he sees on display.
Okay.
And he said, I wouldn't have been able to play for a team today.
That's the same. Today. Look. Same thing with, I'll say the same thing with high school basketball today. I was ranked in the top 15, top 20 point guards in the state of Indiana while I was in high school playing. I look at 8th graders now that I'm coaching and what we go against nationwide. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have sat at the end of the bench at the 8th grade. These are grown men. They got 35-year-olds look like that are 8th graders now. So it's like, yes, with times changed.
Players have gotten better.
Players have got bigger, faster, stronger.
Okay.
I wouldn't say
better.
I didn't say no. Bigger, faster, stronger.
Real quick, because you
bigger, faster, stronger. I'm not gonna say better. I'm not gonna say better.
I know, but you digest the game, right? Like you know the game.
I know the game
on all levels.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 3 starters right now who match the athleticism of Larry Bird. 3 starters in the NBA right now that match the athleticism of Larry Bird. We all agree Larry Bird was not athletic.
I was about to say he wasn't athletic.
He wasn't. Was he athletic?
No, but
he wasn't. Give me 3 starters today.
You give me a bigger, faster, stronger Larry Bird. Now what?
No.
So what are you?
That's my point. How is it that give me 3 starters right now that match the same athleticism as Larry Bird?
You're not. You're proving everything that I'm proving.
No. Because I'm telling you that the game today is tougher. Jordan, the competition that he went against, is nothing compared to what LeBron James is going against.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Give me 3 players who are as athletic as Larry Bird. Is Larry Bird not considered a basketball legend?
No, but you can't.
And he made that. We all just sat here and agreed that he's unathletic.
No, because you're not looking at both sides of the spectrum.
I don't know if that's a word.
Okay, this is both sides of that argument, and I'm a.
So you're not gonna give me 3?
No, because I'm gonna break down what you're saying. All right,
I just want you guys to know Phil lost another one.
No, he didn't.
You did. Can you give me 3?
Listen to what I'm saying.
All right, he lost one.
Rome, listen to what I'm saying.
Another one.
Jordan went against guys in his era, and the guys in that era were in the.
What team does Charles Oakley start for today?
Rome, I'm still talking to you though, because this is what LeBron people do. All right, so like I said, Jordan went through people in his era that played in that era, in that couple era, with the athleticism, with the strength, and all the above. LeBron, it was a brink of a new age. Don't say nothing, Rome. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. LeBron was in the brink of a new age, new era of a basketball player. Bigger, faster, stronger. Now guys are coming out freaks. You got guys that are jumping over the backboard. You got guys that... No, stop. Don't say nothing, Rome. Don't say nothing. Guys in Jordan area wasn't taking supplements. Guys in Jordan area wasn't doing all that stuff. No, they weren't. Don't sit there and say they weren't, because they weren't. Now you have kids that are 14, 15, 16 the size of what Jordan was in his prime. So don't sit there and tell me, name 5 people, name 3 people that was in the same stature. Of course, LeBron's going to go against bigger, faster, stronger guys because LeBron is in the bigger, faster, stronger era. That's what he's in. But
So
you
he's
go
in the
back
tougher
to
era.
no, but he's in a
Okay.
bigger, faster, stronger era. But if you want to go back to skill level, Jordan was in the better skill level era than
So-
LeBron is.
so
yes,
we're
because
playing- we're playing
because
pickup.
you
Hold
gotta
on,
think
wait.
about no,
Wait.
because I'm still going.
Go ahead.
You gotta think about Larry Bird.
Gotta
You
go
gotta think
first,
about
'cause you got a
Magic.
lot.
You gotta think about Isaiah. You gotta think about Kareem. You gotta think about all these guys with this skill. You put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's skill level on Shaq. Bigger, faster, stronger. You telling me that's not the most dominant player ever in life? Stop it.
Shaq is
So-
already one of the most dominant players
Exactly.
ever in
But
life.
that's what I'm saying.
Without-
But if you add the skill level from, like I said, from the Jordan era to now, you get the bigger, faster, stronger.
you're
it's
making the
a
argument
totally
that they don't
different
have skill
thing.
now.
No, a lot of them do have skill, but a lot of them don't have skill. A lot of
What
them
are
are
you
just
saying,
bigger, faster,
Phil?
stronger. Okay, do this. If you take LeBron's strength,
Now we're doing
Speed?
we're doing geometry. And
yeah, if you take away LeBron's bigger,
we're
faster,
doing
stronger,
algebra right now.
then what? Then what? Then what?
We gotta
What
give
do
him
you
the
have?
purple flower.
What do you have? What do you have then?
Listen.
What do you have then? If you take away LeBron's strength, if you take away LeBron's strength and speed, what do you have?
Kevin Garnett.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Or
No, you don't.
Why don't you?
Or
you
Karl
don't.
Malone.
No, you don't.
Okay.
I said the strength.
Kevin Garnett.
No, he's not Kevin Garnett.
He'll play that
No.
wiry power forward if he had his height and his skill set.
Oh, no. That you guys.
I just gave
you
him-
guys, you two. You two.
But this is-
Boom and bang.
Talk to him, man.
No, this is
Boom and
he don't
bang.
listen to me.
This is
Because you know I made a lot of sense right there.
no. You do make a lot of sense,
No,
but
he
you
does
made
not.
you.
Yes, I
no,
did
he made a lot of
I
sense.
made a lot
no,
of sense.
he
man.
made a lot of
Stop
sense.
It.
Make
Look,
it make sense
Stop
for
it,
LeBron.
LeBron Nation.
But his point, he proved against LeBron for Jordan. Jordan was his LeBron of his time. He was faster, more athletic than any other player at that
Jordan
time.
could play in this. Jordan could play.
Jordan
in
could play
2008.
in this era.
I'm saying that Jordan's counterparts
Could not play in this era, but Jordan could.
Jordan could play in 2018.
Jordan started this era.
Bird is great. I'm not. He's not
Are
a
you trying
super.
to tell me guys
he's
that
not a superstar.
You trying to tell me there's guys in Jordan era that couldn't play in this era?
I could give you a.
I'm saying the Titans that he went up against. So you look at the Birds. You look at. Check.
Jordan went against more than half of that 50 greatest 50.
But they
player
came
list.
out
Bill
with-
Laimbeer.
Jordan went against more than half of that top 50 list.
Hey, but they haven't redid the list in 20 years.
My G. The
Dude,
list
but I'm
is-
just saying
is
that's top
dated.
50.
No,
list is
it's top
dated.
50 20 years ago.
man.
That came out in 1990, didn't it?
Man,
Like
no,
98.
It didn't come out in 1990. It came
Was
out
it-
like in 2000.
No, it didn't.
Oh,
no,
okay,
it didn't.
2000.
No, because
Yeah.
they were playing.
No,
When
it
the
came
50
out-
greatest player list came out when they were playing. Because
Jordan
Scotty
wasn't
and
playing.
Jordan was in their uniforms.
They weren't playing. They
Yes,
got their
look it
labor
up.
coat.
Google it.
I'm
Do
not
your
gonna-
Googles.
I'm not gonna
Do
do
your
I'm a
Googles.
Google. I got you. I got my Google.
Yeah, you can Google.
Y'all talk while I
So-
do it. Y'all got
So the list is dated.
Freaking Rome.
You're gonna sit up here and tell me right now at this moment, be real. You're a basketball savant.
I am.
Larry Bird better than Kevin Durant.
Skill wise, yes. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant. Okay, we're talking about Durant. I thought
Okay,
you said
alright.
he threw me with the
Alright.
Kevin Garnett. He threw me. He threw Garnett earlier.
Adjust
He threw
yourself.
Garnett earlier.
Yeah,
Now
you're
you're
right.
saying
Adjust
Durant.
yourself.
Durant. No, he's not better than Durant. But I don't
Let me
think
ask you this.
LeBron's better than Durant.
Let me ask you this. Listen,
Yeah,
bro, we know
yeah,
that's pure hate.
yeah.
We're not gonna do that.
No, well, we
Let me ask
watched
you
it.
this.
We watched it last year.
You
in the
want to hear
finals.
the? Sorry to interrupt.
Right.
You want to hear the year?
What year was it? 96.
96.
I was close.
No, you weren't.
you
you
weren't.
said 2000. Jordan.
fact
I
that-
said 96.
Hey, the fact that I said 96 though, I was with it. All right.
So why you argue with me when I said 96?
I just wanted to argue just because
That
he
was
was
the
arguing.
last time the list was made.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this.
What are you asking?
Jordan's. What would you say the toughest guard he went against? The best guard Jordan ever went against. Who do you think that would
man, he
be?
went against
Either
a lot
in
of
the
tough
like
guards.
I'm talking about somebody that he met in the playoffs or the finals.
He met Magic in
Isaiah?
the finals. He met Magic in the finals. He
Magic?
he met Isaiah in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay, so
He played against Bird.
Let me ask you this.
Played
Magic.
against Dominic Wilkins too.
Okay, I know, but Magic and who did you say? Magic and Isaiah. Can someone make the case Steph Curry's better than both of them?
Somebody can make the case that Steph Curry is a way better shooter than both of them.
I'm just talking about a
Then
better
all three of
player,
them.
Phil. A better player. Can someone make the case that Steph Curry is better than a better
Magic
player
Johnson?
than Magic Johnson and or I'm just saying make the case. I'm not saying it's definite. Can they make the case?
I feel like you want to make the case that Stephen
No,
Curry is
I
better.
don't,
than-
because I like Magic more than Jordan.
Oh, that's tough. Okay.
Because he came in his rookie year and did what? What did he do his rookie year?
He
What did he
won
do
the
his
championship.
rookie
He
year?
came in and won the
He
championship.
won a championship, and it wasn't like he was coming off the bench.
But
he
you
was a
gotta think
key
about this
factor
team.
because he played center. He
Played with
defended
Karan.
center.
You gotta think about his
He
team, though.
defended center in a
He was
finals.
in Showtime. He was in Showtime. Stop it.
Okay, all right. So I want you to know where my allegiance to Magic lies. I'm not just saying it just because I
Man,
love
he was
Magic.
in Showtime.
But there's no way that I would sit up here and tell somebody came to me and said Steph Curry better than Magic Johnson, all around player. I would have to look at them and say, you know what? There's an argument. I might not agree with you, but there's an argument to be made there.
My thing is,
I just named two players that are better than two of the best players Jordan ever played against.
no,
And I ain't got to Giannis.
no, man. No,
I ain't got to
no, man. See now, this
I ain't
is,
got hold on, listen, I ain't got
but this
this.
is the thing. This is the thing, though. This is the thing, Dan.
what I'm
And this is
talking about?
why I want. And this is why I want you and along with the LeBron Nation
All
to
right.
understand. These guys, you're talking.
I think they need to
you
redo
guys,
the 50 greatest players.
You
list.
guys, yeah.
Who
I
on
think so.
who on are the suspect?
Wait a minute.
Nobody's suspect.
Wait a minute, Ron.
But some people
I'm
would
talking
be
about
bumped
that would
off.
not be on there right now.
Wait a minute,
Nobody in their right mind
Let's
is going
think
to
about-
take
let's
Scottie
think-
Pippen over Kevin Durant.
Let's think about this. You guys always make the argument. The
Don't say
last
you guys, it's
3
me.
years.
You talking to me?
The last 3 years. No, you're along with the troll list. You in the last like 3 or 4 years that Golden State, they're cheating. They got 4 All-Stars and blah blah blah.
I've never
let's
said
not
that.
let's not forget that
never said
these
they're
guys. Look, these guys were drafted there.
Kevin Durant wasn't.
Besides Kevin Durant, these
Arthur,
guys.
that's the difference.
Besides
Andre
Kevin Durant,
Iguodala was not.
Wait. Don't put him as the All-Star.
He won a finals for them.
He was the MVP.
He won a finals for them.
He was the MVP, bro.
And the reason
Not
why
Steph.
he was
Andre.
the MVP is because nobody was guarding him because they let him shoot the ball and he hit shots.
No,
Okay?
he won the
So-
MVP because he
But it take-
played defense,
because
and
he
played
helped slow down
defense, and he
LeBron.
played defense.
That takes
Okay.
4 games though.
Wait a minute.
They
Wait a minute.
adjust in
Wait a
the
minute.
He
NBA.
didn't even start at
Wait
the
a
beginning of
minute,
that
sir.
series. He won the MVP.
These guys are guys that were, fed through the system. They went through the system. They developed through the system, through Mark Jackson's system.
I will
let's
give you
out
credit.
at
Okay.
that. They went through the system and they developed into those players
talk
that they
about that
are
system.
now. No, and they developed to the players that they are now, and they're
Yeah, but
continuing to get
that's
better.
two different teams,
no,
bro.
No, I'm just saying.
You're talking
but
about two different
you guys
teams.
always compare. It takes all these all-stars. And it's like, no, dude. These guys developed.
More dry snitching.
They
Let me-
brought.
listen,
They brought
I'm
up
back
the
to
system.
this is first 48. I'm back to the
Bring him
dry
back
snitching.
first 48.
Here we go. Dry snitching. Steve Kerr also said, because they started asking, they said, Kevin Durant is like awesome. He's amazing. He said Kevin Durant is very difficult to guard. He said he's almost impossible to guard. He said, I would say he probably is impossible to guard. He said when the play breaks down, he's a bailout guy. We get the ball to him, he bails us out. And the reporter was like, okay, that's awesome. He said, then Steve Kerr said this. He said, Kevin Durant is a difference maker. He's the one that got us over that hump. He literally said that. He said he's the one that got us over that hump. What hump was he talking about, Phil?
Oh no, they won 73 games without him.
Yeah, did they get a championship when they did that?
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about that series.
See, don't talk about
No, but if
Phil?
you're gonna say
you know
it,
what? We're gonna
but
go
if
ahead
you're
and
gonna say
end
it,
the
no,
podcast,
no,
Phil,
no,
because
but if you
don't
say
wanna
it,
talk about
no,
it.
but if
you
you're
don't
gonna
wanna
say
be
it, let's
honest.
talk about it.
What's the hump? What's
Listen,
the hump?
The hump is this: on game 4, when somebody gets ejected out of the game or gets told that he can't play the next game, and then all of a sudden the opposing
Game 5,
team,
Draymond Green got ejected,
and that
he
doesn't
couldn't play
change.
Game 5.
That doesn't change the
I'm gonna
dynamics
tell
of the
you why
game.
that's not significant. You want me to tell you why that's not
It
significant?
doesn't change that. Rome. I see the face.
Go ahead.
I
bro.
see the face.
But no.
Rome. if you're gonna sit there and tell me that
You wanna
Draymond
hear- you wanna
Green
hear- you wanna hear
going
my- You
out,
want to hear my side of it?
I'm gonna say, and y'all don't go back at it. It's significant, but they still lost 4 times.
is
So
does it change
Hold
the
on, wait.
whole swing of the game?
Do you know? Can you
Rome,
recall?
does it change the whole swing of the series? Yes, it does. Don't sit there and lie, Rome.
Okay,
Don't
so
sit there and lie.
so the Cavs. So would you say the Cavs?
they lost 9
championship-
games the whole year, and then lost 4 when it mattered.
So are you saying the Cavs championship is fraudulent because of that?
I'm saying that.
asterisk?
I'm saying that it was.
There's
a
an
lot-
asterisk there?
No, listen. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that a lot of things swung in their favor after the Draymond Green situation happened. The momentum shift in the whole series because they were down 3-1. They were down 3-1. Then all of a sudden that happened. They win game 5, and then they go to Cleveland. They win game 6 because they got the momentum from game 5, and then game 7 is up for air. It's 3-3. Anything can happen. And exactly what happened. It
I'm
was
gonna
one
tell
more
you
game.
why-
Nope, it wasn't one game. It came down to the nut checking possessions. LeBron makes the amazing block, and then all of a sudden, Kyrie hits the amazing 3 to win the game. So you're gonna sit there and tell me that Draymond Green going out in game 4 is not a big ordeal? Yes, it swung the whole series, dude. And then the next year, when they got Kevin Durant, they whooped their ass like they were supposed to do, and like they were doing the year before, with everybody playing.
Are you done? Can I go now?
You can go now.
Okay. The reason why Draymond Green getting ejected out
These
of that
dudes right
game-
here, man.
Are you? Can you go to me? I didn't say nothing. You're
You
entire-
did. You
I
did.
didn't.
Yeah,
I let
you were
go.
trolling.
The reason why Draymond Green getting ejected for Game 5 doesn't matter is because he played for Game 6 and Game 7. If he was that much of a difference maker, if he was that
You
much
gonna
of a
sit here and
difference
tell me
maker, he would have made a difference. They only need to win one.
You gonna sit here and tell me?
Do you
that
remember
them
Draymond
going to
Green's
Cleveland-
stat line in
If
Game
you're gonna
7?
tell me that them going to Cleveland after winning Game 5,
I'm gonna let
them
you
going
talk,
to
Phil, 'cause
Cleveland
obviously
is
you
not a
don't want me to
momentum
talk.
change?
I'm gonna let you
They
talk.
weren't even supposed to go to Cleveland.
Rome, where they win Game
Bro,
7
they
at?
weren't even supposed to go to
They
Cleveland.
wanted it.
Yeah, they
in
wanted
Oakland.
it at Oakland
Rome,
because
do you-
it was a wasn't one. It
Rome,
was Game
Rome,
7.
Do you recall?
And Game 7,
you
there's no
recall
home
Draymond
court
Green-
advantage.
Do you,
not.
Rome, do
There's
you?
not.
That's false.
Do you?
Check the stats.
Oh, no.
Google that.
No.
You Google it.
You
I
Google
prove
it.
my fact. You
There's
prove your
there's
facts.
There's
You
no
need to do your
advantage.
Googles.
There's no
Listen,
advantage
Rome,
in Game 7.
Rome, do you remember Draymond Green's stat line?
I couldn't tell you.
I'll
that.
tell you what it is. He scored over 30 points. He registered over 10 rebounds, and he had 9 assists
Almost a triple double
in
in Game 7.
7. So Draymond Green, who played, that was his best game he's ever played up to and since. He ain't played a game like that since. If he does that Game 7 at home,
Dude, that
and
made
you
no
still
sense.
lose? Really?
That
you
made
getting
no
ejected
sense.
for Game 5 was the difference maker?
Like I said,
You played your greatest game, Game 7 at home.
The situation,
and you lost.
situations definitely made it.
So
go
back to my
Game
question,
7.
Phil, because I've noticed
Game 7.
this is what Kobe
Oh,
Jordan
here's
fans
what
do.
Kobe
Hey, listen.
We haven't talked about Kobe today.
He's a Kobe fan.
I'm a big Kobe fan.
Yeah. Shout out to
we
Shaq
don't
for
want
getting Kobe.
and we don't want to. We don't want to
to
go tit for tat for
Listen,
that because
listen.
I'll destroy Damon in that.
No, you won't.
Destroy.
How many finals MVPs Kobe got?
Destroy Damon.
How many finals MVPs Kobe got?
Destroy Damon.
He doesn't answer the question.
Destroy.
See what I'm talking about?
Ask me how many times LeBron lost in the finals. He's up there with Tom Brady. So if we want to go tit for tat, I can go tit for tat.
How many times LeBron James took a top 50 player to the championship with him?
What are you talking about? How many times LeBron James? You count how many times you went to the finals and won.
Yeah, but you're not delivering.
Every
the
time he
context.
won. Every time he won.
You're not delivering.
Every time he
the
won.
context. No, that's not true.
Every time he won.
We don't know.
Every time
we
he
don't know
won.
if Kyrie is going to be top 50.
Every time he won.
We know right now
Every
Kyrie's
time
top
he
50.
won. Yes, he is definitely going to be top 50.
We
You
know
gonna
right
sit there
now,
and tell
if
me
it stops
Uncle
right
Drew
now,
is
he's
not
top
going to be
50.
top 50?
If he stay healthy, it's possible.
Exactly. He's
It-
going to
but
be
it's
top 50.
possible. Shaq
is on the
Shaq
list
is
of top-
Kobe's
15.
last two
Shaq is
Kobe's
top
last
15 all
two
time.
finals championships was not with no greatest 50 player. No.
No, it's
If
not.
you sit
but
there and
it's-
tell me Paul Gasol and
Who's that
then
big?
Lamar
Shaq is
Odom,
top 50
no,
player.
we're talking about the last two championships.
talking about
that
the
he
first
won.
three
Oh,
Shaq
no,
gave
that,
him
That
those.
means nothing.
Shaq gave
Those
him
mean
those.
nothing.
Shaq gave him 3.
Oh, okay.
Shaq gave him 3.
Okay. He gave him 3.
Was Shaq carrying the team?
So was
Shaq carrying
what
the
did
team?
Dwayne Wade and
Did Dwayne
Kevin
Wade
Bosh
win
and
MVP
Kyrie
of the
and Kevin
game?
Love do?
Did Dwayne Wade win MVP of the finals that LeBron James won?
Ask me this. Answer this.
Oh, okay.
Answer
Nah,
me this.
see what I'm talking about?
Answer me
If
this.
you guys notice,
Did Dwayne
Phil
Wade
has lost this entire argument because he does not answer the question.
and that's what trollers do because he is lost. He is lost. Who says who loses?
It's the
You know what I'm saying?
truth.
Bro, who says that? He is lost.
You bring up LeBron's final
this
record?
little rebuttal right here, I won this one. No, check this out. But how many? So if we're gonna say that, then what did Dwayne Wade, what did Bosh, what did Kyrie, what did Kevin Love do for LeBron? Nothing.
Are we gonna highlight the fact
Nothing.
that Kevin Love and Kyrie wasn't there for
Nothing.
the first time they played Golden State?
Nothing. They did do nothing.
Something.
Okay.
But go back
They're not
to your
the
statement
reason.
about losing.
They're not the reason.
How many times Kobe
They're not
didn't
the
make
reason.
the playoffs?
Are they not
though.
the reason? Are
We're
they
not-
not the reason?
He's not gonna answer that
Are
question.
they not the reason?
Wrong. You're neutral. He's not gonna answer that question.
I'm going to answer any question. I'm
Okay,
asking him the
answer
question first, though.
Okay, go ahead.
I think
I
it
asked
made
him
a
the
difference.
question.
He answered your question. I answer his.
Now you answer that question. Now you answer that question. How much of a difference does that
listen,
make?
man.
Is it
This
if
is
they
the Culturally
play?
Correct podcast.
Yeah.
Phil has lost
Yeah.
multiple arguments.
And Damon's still
we
trolling.
need a new MJ Kobe fan to come in and defend the honor of these two because I've just thrashed him.
Man,
Kobe gets
look,
slighted in the whole talk. They
man,
skip right over Kobe and go straight to LeBron.
Damon is the ultimate
The reason why is
manipulator
because who has
of
more
LeBron Nation.
finals MVPs?
He thinks this final MVP stuff. He thinks the
But,
finals.
no, Who has
more regular season MVPs?
LeBron James is not the GOAT. I'm
Who
just
has
gonna
more
put
regular
it out
season
there.
MVPs?
I'm just gonna put it out there.
Okay, I'll give you LeBron
putting
James
it
not
out
the GOAT
there.
yet. He's not the GOAT
We're
yet.
putting it
He's
out
better
there.
than Kobe.
And I won that
I just
argument.
want to know
And I won that
what
one.
LeBron would do if he ever played with Phil.
With me?
No.
No, you're talking about Jackson.
I'll take you over the coaches he's had.
Hey, me too, though. But if he would have played with Phil Jackson, that is a good question.
What if he would've played with
What
Shaq?
kind of system he would have been
Shaq
in?
leaves?
He did
Shaq
play
don't
with
leave.
Shaq. He did play with Shaq in Cleveland.
He played.
Hey, let's put it out there.
Coach.
You know what I'm saying? He put it out there.
Technically, but no coach.
No, technically
That's
he
a
did.
stretch.
Was Shaq on the roster?
He was on the roster.
Okay.
I said technically.
Which one? The one at
Was
the
Shaq
old
on the
folks
roster?
home or the Cavaliers roster? Which one are you talking about?
So now it's a difference.
No.
Okay.
He was a year away from retiring.
Okay.
It
And now it's a
wasn't his
difference.
prime. It wasn't.
Answer this. Answer this. Answer this.
Wasn't Kobe Shaq.
Answer this. Answer this. Answer this. Real quick.
Got you.
Without Shaq, does Dwayne Wade win a championship?
No.
No.
Okay. Without Dwayne Wade or Kevin Bosh, does LeBron
Kevin
James
Bosh?
win his first? Does LeBron win his first championship?
No.
Okay.
Without Scottie Pippen, does Michael Jordan win?
No.
So what are we saying? Everybody needs somebody, right?
Kobe did it without any superstar like that.
No.
Facts.
What, there was no superstar. There was no superstars on the Detroit team that smacked Kobe and Shaq. Yes or no?
True.
Okay, so what are you talking about? You don't necessarily need.
Even though Chauncey Billups is a great player.
he's not a superstar.
Ben Wallace is probably one of the
You ever
greatest
buy a shoe?
rebounders ever.
You ever seen
Rasheed
a shoe?
Wallace was an
You
all-star.
ever seen the Ben Wallace shoe?
They had 3 all-stars in it. No, they had 4 all-stars in that team.
What the Ben Wallace shoe
Wait a
look
minute.
like?
They had 4 all-stars on that
Who he
team.
signed with? Rydell?
They had 4 all-stars on that team.
They were all stars.
They had 4 all-stars on that team.
I agree. The All Stars are important.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I
They had
agree.
4 all-stars on that team. So you
And
can't,
Pippen
so
was
you
an
can't say
All-Star
that.
every year that Jordan won.
Okay.
And
What about Kobe?
Kobe had All Stars every time he won.
Who?
Pau
Powell
Gasol
was
was
an
an
all-star.
Powell. 1. Who else?
That's all you need is one.
Yo, you need is one. Bynum was All Star.
No, he wasn't.
Bynum was never All Star.
Now, he was 1 year, but
Oh, okay,
that's it.
all right. No, it wasn't. See, I would never commit a crime with you, Phil. You switch your story up.
How you going to say that?
Was Bynum an All Star?
Bynum was a one-time all-star.
Okay, so peep this. Every time Jordan went to the finals, every time Kobe went to the finals, they were accompanied with All-Stars. LeBron James has been to the finals without them.
He can't win without one.
We know that. But the fact that he got there without them, when Kobe and Jordan never got there without an All-Star.
And he played nobody
that
in the
don't mean
East.
nothing. That means nothing to you, Phil?
He didn't play nobody.
He played the Spurs. What are you talking about?
He didn't play nobody to get there, but one time when he beat Detroit.
He beat Detroit.
that was that
the
one
year
time.
he
That was
beat
that one
Detroit.
time. That was the one time.
Okay. All right. So he beat Detroit.
So the other time that the other
team
times
that
that they
he just
went.
admitted had 4 All-Stars.
So technically,
LeBron
Jordan only
James-
beat Detroit one time.
No, let me finish this. The team he just
Everything
said
that
had
he's
four-
everything that he be saying, I have a rebuttal for everything because he's sitting there saying like LeBron went to the finals
Name
7
one
times.
time.
He didn't play nobody but one time in the East, and you can sit there and concur to that. Who did he play?
I agree.
Who did he play in the
That's-
East?
I can say that about Jordan. What team in the East did Jordan play?
My gosh.
No.
He
I
went
will say
through,
this.
He went through wars.
I will say this.
He went through wars.
LeBron
New York.
When he was winning?
No, he went through
When
New
he was
York,
winning.
Patrick Ewing.
New York.
Patrick Ewing.
New York.
They were good games. And you know, the real thing is, somebody said something
LeBron
about...
James could beat that
about-
New York team.
No,
Okay.
about the Jordan stats. They had... it wasn't best of sevens. It was best of five.
A lot of them.
A lot of
First,
them.
like the first two rounds were best of 5, and
Yeah.
then they went to bet to 7.
That's
Phil-
a big
Phil-
difference.
It's a huge difference. But Phil just told me that the same team that knocked off Kobe and Shaq, and knocked them off because now they didn't have a superstar, but they have 4 All-Stars.
They had 4 All-Stars when they won it. They were 4
Team
All-Stars.
came back the next year. That's the same team LeBron James beat by his damn self.
He beat them. I'll give him that.
Okay, so what do we say? And I'm telling you that Michael nor Kobe ever even reached the finals absent of an All-Star. LeBron James did that.
Dude, it didn't mean anything. He
Okay,
got to the
now,
finals.
You
and he
just
got
told
swept.
me. You told me he didn't play anybody, and I'm
He
telling
didn't
you,
play anybody.
he played the team that
He
smacked
played
Kobe.
1 year. And then Kobe smacked the team that smacked
Nobody
him.
else sees the hypocrisy in
No,
his,
no,
in
because
this whole thing.
because it goes tit for tat. Because
It doesn't.
No, yes, it does. Because that following year, Boston makes up a team, and then they smack LeBron. And then when they get to the finals, who smacks them?
Has Michael Jordan
Kobe.
or Kobe Bryant
Oh my
ever
gosh.
made it to
Kobe
the finals
smacks them.
without another All-Star?
Does Kobe smack Boston? Yes, he smacks Boston.
Aging Boston.
Oh, I'm so done with y'all. Oh, I'm so done
Is
with
that
y'all
not
bias.
true?
No,
It wasn't true?
That's the age in Detroit that he smacked.
But they just smacked Kobe.
you-
the
Okay,
year
so
before.
why didn't you clarify that, Rome?
The reason
Why didn't you
Because you
clarify that? See,
negated
that's
it
that
already.
trolling
No,
shit.
you
Talk
negated
dirty
it.
to him, Phil.
That's that
Talk dirty to him,
that
coach.
trolling stuff. So now all of a sudden Rome has an opinion that it was an
You
agent.
negated
It was
it.
an
You
agent
called-
Boston.
you
It was
said
an it was
it
an
already.
agent. It was an
Negate-
agent Detroit.
It still doesn't negate the fact that when Kobe did it,
Kobe
he
beat
was
Boston.
accompanied with an All-Star.
Kobe beat Boston.
Accompanied with an All-Star.
Kobe beat Boston
Accompanied with an All-Star.
with Shannon Miller,
No, Shannon Brown.
Shannon Brown. Sorry, Shannon
we go.
Brown, and who else?
Are you sure you know basketball?
Yeah, I know a little bit.
Okay. What I'm saying is he was accompanied with the All-Star. And I'm saying LeBron James took down 4 All-Stars by his damn self.
And then got swept.
Which he was
4-0.
supposed to- He wasn't supposed to win. He wasn't supposed to beat Detroit.
But
wasn't supposed to beat them.
he had an amazing series. That I'll give him that.
Who had an amazing season?
He had an amazing.
one.
He had one.
Jordan nor Kobe never made
Oh
it to
my
the finals
gosh.
absent of an All-Star.
It don't matter. That
that-
stuff
and that
didn't
means
matter.
nothing, right? It
It
means
doesn't.
nothing.
He didn't get no participation points for that.
Okay.
He didn't get a ring for that. He didn't get a banner for that.
So,
he didn't
okay,
get
so
a
we gonna bring
T-shirt
up the
that said,
first-
"Hey, I made it to the finals and I got swept."
You do get a conference final banner.
Facto.
I said he didn't. I said he didn't.
But you just
and all
said
that
he
stuff
beat
didn't mean anything because.
But you just said
And
he
they low
beat
key, burnt that shit when he left. If you want to be all the way 1,000, they low key burnt it, and they remade it when he came back.
All I'm saying is this,
Oh,
bro.
no, you don't want to think that? You don't want to
No,
think?
yeah, no,
Oh,
they
okay.
did.
Okay,
They
okay,
did.
they
And,
did.
and my issue with that is this. We as fans, we've been programmed to have so much loyalty to these teams.
Man, you have no loyalty to the team.
I don't. I'm gonna tell you
I'm
why.
about to say you had
because
Cleveland
the teams
jersey,
have no loyalty
then
to
all
players.
of a sudden you had Miami.
The teams have no loyalty to the players. Them owners are trying to make a buck. So when I see a player take his future into his own hands and he decides to make a buck, I'm a support that player. Why would I?
That we should be supporting college athletes.
No, we should. I'm with you. We already discussed this on the podcast. I'm with that.
Yeah, but
Look at how the Indianapolis Colts did Peyton Manning. And nobody stopped buying or Colts tickets or Colts jerseys once they got Andrew Luck. Why? Because it's not expected for the ownership to show loyalty. It's only expected for the player to show loyalty. And that is stupid. Peyton Manning got us a championship. He's the one that got the Lucas Oil Stadium even built.
That's the house he built.
That's the house he built. So for him to have a neck injury or whatever, and then the Colts say, "Oh, we not going, you know what I mean, take a chance on you." You know what I mean? Even though after all the stuff you done did, that goes to show you that it's stupid. I no longer support organizations. I only support players because organizations don't show loyalty to players whatsoever. They don't. So the fact that Jordan stayed with the team and that Kobe stayed with the team, that doesn't impress me. That's stupid. You get no points from me. And the reason why is because LeBron James made a business move.
Nobody said nothing when Kareem moved.
Yeah, he left the Bucks and he went to LA. After winning a championship with Oscar Robertson.
Nobody giving him a hard time.
And you know
He
what? How
won
many
and then
rings
he
Kareem
left.
got?
Huh?
He won and then he left. He won
LeBron
and then
James
he
came
left.
back and won. So what are we talking about?
He left.
All right. Okay. All right. It's okay,
No.
So how many rings Kareem got?
Listen to what I'm saying, man.
6.
Every time you guys, this is why I don't. This is why, and
I have
I'll
agreed
leave.
with you on numerous times today.
Yeah. This is the only thing I just don't. This is the only thing I don't like about LeBron fans. It's like they see no wrong, and there's always a rebuttal.
He was horrible in Dallas. He was horrible in Dallas.
It's always a rebuttal on why he's
trash in
this,
Dallas.
he's
There's no
that,
excuse.
and it's always a one up. It's always a one up when they just can't face the facts. It's like you can't keep on going outside and at nighttime and telling me that it's sunlight. That's what you sit there and do. You sit there and tell me, no, Phil, the sun is outside. The sun is up right now.
refuse to
This is
answer
what you
multiple
do.
questions.
This is what you do. This is
You
what you do.
refuse
And then you
to answer
interrupt me
multiple
while I'm talking and try to make a little facts and then say, hey, you're losing the argument because I said fact 1, fact 2 with the rebuttal. So it's like, man, every time that somebody tries to state little facts, you don't want to hear it. You're like deaf to it. You're like, I don't want to hear it. These are the facts. He's the king. He did this. He single-handedly beat this. This is you. I mean, that's you. But for basketball heads that's seen the game, watched the game evolve, which it has, to a bigger, faster, stronger league. Yes, LeBron is the guy of the bigger, faster, stronger era. Is he the best player? No. Kevin Durant is a better player than him. He's a better player than him. He's a better scorer than him. He can do a lot. He can do a lot of things. Now, does LeBron contribute more to the game? Yes. He'll play all those stats. Now, as far as somebody that I want to build around, now I'm not going to build around LeBron. Maybe 5, 10, maybe 5, 8 years ago, yes, but not now. Not now because everybody's catching up with LeBron.
I have a question.
They're catching up with him. And you got to think about it.
He's old.
You got to think. No. It's not that he's old. It's that more players are starting to come out. Look at the rookies this year. Look at Tatum. Look at he's not really a rookie to me, but Simmons.
He's a rookie. He didn't play. He
that don't count.
I have a question.
But still,
I have a
but
question.
look at him. Look how he's built. They made him the point guard. But why did they make him a point guard? Because they saw LeBron be the point. They saw, LeBron, he's the bigger, faster, stronger version of a point guard. Look, they made Ben Simmons like that. They're trying to make
I'm okay with
like
all that because Iverson shook Jordan. So it's the passing of a torch. It happens every time.
It happens.
But my only thing, I'm rewind back to this KD thing. KD only got better than LeBron when he went to Golden State, and the reason why he got better than LeBron,
still not better than LeBron.
When he got better when he went to Golden State because if they lose, it's no blame on him. He's not the guy. So when he was with OKC, he was the guy. It was stressful. He couldn't mentally.
He's soft.
He's pretty soft, but he couldn't. He couldn't withstand it.
Coach, don't look. He's deaf.
He got better when he got carefree.
Real quick.
He didn't get tough till he went to Golden State.
Hold on, wait. Real quick, Coach. You at the Y. Hold on. You at the Y. You play pickup, right? You play pickup. You going against Rome's team. They smack you twice in a row.
Okay.
Rome says, "Hey man, let's just go ahead and shoot for different teams." You shoot for different teams. You want to get on Rome? You want to get on Rome's team?
No, I'm trying to beat him. We've already established this.
Hold on, wait. I'm asking. Answer the question. You get smacked by Rome's team 2-3 games in a row at the Y, and they offer you, hey, Phil, you can come over to my team.
I have two options. Can I explain my two options?
Please.
Okay, thank you. Option one. Could I go to Rome's team? Yeah, I can go go ahead and convert over and be like, hey, I'm gonna slide to your team because I want to be on the winning team, or I want to be in a system where a lot of pressure is off of me. That's option one. Or option two, I can go make my own team, like your boy did.
That's what pickup
So-
games are.
so
You
either
do
or.
kind of make your own team.
So
when you
either
lose.
or. So you can't sit
Phil,
there.
I'm
So
asking
when
as a
you
man that
throw
has
me that,
testicles. You have testicles, correct?
oh wow,
Do you have testicles?
I have two options. I have two
You
options.
have 2 testicles.
I left one in the right one.
Yeah, I did. I have testicles. I have,
All
I
right,
have
so
a left
as a
one and a
man,
right.
as a man, are you going to walk over to the team and just spank you 3-4 times in a row?
If I can't call my cousin and them to come and play with me, then I am going to go over there to get a dub. Wow. I have two options.
What does that say about?
I have two
What
options.
does that say
That says
about
that I have two options.
Your competitiveness.
So what does that say about LeBron's competitiveness?
Okay, the reason why you cannot compare, and we're gonna have to probably make these 2 episodes because this is crazy.
Why?
Because
Why?
the
why?
reason
why?
why-
You sit there- see,
Yeah.
but see, but that's what I'm
the
talking about.
reason
Like, there's
why
always
you
a double
can't-
standard.
No, it's not a double standard. The reason why you can't compare the 2, I'm gonna tell you why.
But I just said there was two options.
Yeah, there are 2 options, but are you saying that KD did the same thing LeBron James did?
No.
Okay.
I just said it was
Oh, so
two
there's
different
nothing to
options,
argue-
didn't I?
there's
I
no-
just said it was
okay,
two.
all right,
Say
okay.
I said it was
options.
2 different options.
Yeah,
you
but
see why he was trying to make an
But
argument?
he did say, but that's what your boy did. Don't make it seem like
No,
it's
but
the
that's
same
what he
thing.
did. He made his own team. He couldn't
did.
beat Boston, so he had to go make his own team.
He just did what Boston did. They showed him the formula. He facilitated it, not Danny Ainge.
Exactly.
But
But
it
right.
happened. He
But
wasn't the
that's
first.
what
But
I'm
that's
saying.
completely different than what Kevin Durant did.
But Kevin Durant wasn't
Kevin
happy
Durant
either.
got smacked by the Golden State Warriors.
And mind you, Miami was horrible before they arrived.
Horrible.
I can't believe you just did that.
Were they not horrible?
He never
I can't
advanced.
believe you
Were they
just
not
did
horrible?
Do your
that.
Googles, Phil.
No, I can't believe you guys just did that though because of everything that came. He wasn't going to come down there if things wasn't going to go that way.
Yeah,
But
right.
he made it happen. You're correct.
Okay,
But-
then, so
but-
don't sit there and say,
Here's
"Oh man,
the
they were
difference.
terrible."
Here's the difference.
Yeah, fool, they can be
Here's the
terrible one
difference.
day
The
and be
difference is this.
a greatest team
You're
ever
right.
the next.
LeBron James created a situation, and there wasn't a guarantee that situation was going to work. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that this boat is going to be afloat.
But
what we do know is
are you trying to tell me-
before Kevin Durant decided to go,
I did thought Pat Riley was going to start coaching them again.
Before Kevin Durant decided to go, this is a rookie coach, first of all. This is a young coach at the time. Before Kevin Durant decided to go, to Golden
Is
State.
Spoelstra in the league right now?
Yeah, he is. He's playing. He still coaches Miami. Listen,
Does he?
before Kevin Durant decided to go to the Warriors, how many games did they win?
Why does he still have a job and not Dwayne Casey?
Listen,
Phil, can you answer that for me? How does Eric Spoelstra still have a job but not Dwayne Casey?
Because a lot of the stuff that Sportstra did wasn't him. It was Pat Riley pulling the strings.
So he's just a puppet.
So okay, so my
I'm
thing
just
is
saying.
this. Okay, so
I don't.
my
Not a
thing is
basketball
okay.
question.
When he says that they took a chance,
Was Miami
and
proven
they didn't
before
know,
LeBron James
they
got
didn't
there?
know. Okay, it wasn't proven. Okay, but it wasn't
was
proven.
Golden State proven
but
before Kevin Durant
as
got
soon
there?
as okay, this is what
What are we talking about, Phil? Damn.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Shit.
When they got down there and they brought all that superstar power down to Miami, did they not have this big old to do and say, we're not going to just one championship.
That was
we're going
stupid. That
2,
was stupid.
3, 4,
That
5.
was stupid. That
Did
was
Golden
stupid.
State do that?
When you play,
Did Durant do that?
They didn't have
Did
to do
Curry
that.
get
I'ma
on the
tell you
mic
why
and
they-
say
hold
do
on.
that?
Golden State
No.
already won
when
one.
you play with your
No.
best friend, how do you act when you get
Miami
together with
already
your
won
boy?
one. Dwayne Wade already
They
won
won one in what? 06?
They won one.
Yeah, it was.
They still won one.
When you play with your
You make
cousin,
no
them, your
sense.
best friend, how do you act? We don't mop the court. You do it. When you know you got your squad that you come up with, that you created, you walk in the gym like you about to run it.
Right.
And that's all they did.
That's it.
That's all.
It was stupid.
But then when you get a little sweat,
Hey, LeBron James fan being very critical of LeBron. Can I get some?
You weren't being critical, man.
It was
Because
stupid.
you didn't even want to admit that.
And he was trash in Dallas.
Yeah, they lost the first year. They lost the first year
was
when they were all
trash.
together. But they
LeBron
won.
James was
They won the
trash.
next 2 years.
LeBron
they
James
made
was trash in
They made
Dallas.
up for that. And nobody knew
He was monkey
what
balls
to do
in
about
Dallas.
it. And then once they found the antidote to it, then things went south. And
As
he
a
ran
man,
away.
Phil, I have no.
And he
I,
ran
I,
again.
I do not believe that
He ran
as a
again.
man you would say, I'm gonna join the team. Just
But why
smack
can't
me.
you guys? Why
'Cause
can't
the
you
very
just
first
face the
thing you
fact?
said
Then why did he
was-
go back to Cleveland?
The very first thing you.
It's home. It's home. That's why he went.
The very first thing you said was,
He went back home to where they were burning his jersey, where they said he wasn't welcome, where they took down his
It was a money
banners,
move.
where they did all these things. You trying to sit there and tell me
he realized
that,
this. He realized this.
Oh my!
Every-
now
every
you're gonna tell
ring
me
is
what
not-
LeBron realized.
Every ring is not created equal. That one, no, seriously. That one, case in point. Case in point. Kobe's first three as valuable as his last two? To him?
All 5 of them are available.
No,
to
he
him.
said.
Stop, bro.
Kobe said out of his mouth. He said the last two was.
Yeah, but
they
yeah,
All
taste
because
right.
he won. Because he won it without Shaq.
All right, so every ring is
Yeah,
not
I watched
created
that.
equal.
I watched that interview.
Every
too.
ring is not created equal. So he went back home to get a better ring. And what did he get? A better ring.
You might not get no more.
He might not, but at the end of the day, when it comes to putting that brown thing in that round thing, ain't nobody ever been better than LeBron James.
Are you trying to say he's the GOAT now?
I'm gonna continuously say that.
That's
There's
just
no.
too bad.
I just want the. What we solved today is that the 50 greatest players need to be reevaluated.
Need to be reevaluated.
And Pippen's not leaving from that list,
No.
which goes to prove my point that Jordan had a lot of help.
I think
LeBron had a lot of help.
I don't
think,
think
LeBron
I don't think
didn't win without
LeBron
him.
didn't have top 50 help.
LeBron didn't. Hey, Kobe didn't have it either.
Cause look, here's the crazy thing. You got Pippen as a top 50 player. Where does Phil rank as a coach?
Where does he rank as a coach?
I'm asking you. You're the coach.
I mean, people have different opinions about Phil.
Okay, so tell me, where does he rank amongst your NBA coaches? Where do you put him?
He's top 5.
Where do you put him? It ain't that many of
Yeah,
them.
he is top 5.
Okay,
he's
so where's
number
he
one
at?
on my list.
He's top 5. I mean, he's top 5 to me because
Anybody
I know,
want more than him?
Because I know he's top 5 on my list just because of how he handled guys. Not because the X's and O's. If you want to go by X's and O's and game plans, then I'll put Brad Stevens above him right now. Oh,
Stop,
oh,
bro.
oh, yeah.
Stop that,
Come
man.
on, man. What are we?
Are
what
we?
are we saying?
I
What are
like
we
Brad.
saying?
I love
What are
Brad.
we saying?
Is he
What
proven?
are we saying?
Is he proven?
What are we saying?
Is he proven?
Yes.
See, you ever notice how the
Yes, he
narrative
is proven.
changes? The narrative changes because
It didn't change.
No, it does because y'all get on LeBron for his finals record.
It
Here
didn't
we are. Brad
change.
Stevens ain't even made it to the finals, and he better than Phil Jackson.
No. I didn't
See
say
how the
that.
narrative changed?
Did I say that?
That's that bull.
Rome, did I say that he was better than Phil? No.
You just
I did
just
not
said
say
that.
No,
He
I did
said
not.
X and
Don't put
O's.
words in my
He
mouth.
said X and O's.
I said if you want to go X's and O's,
Where does
then
Phil
I
rank?
put.
Where does Phil
Listen to
rank?
what I'm saying. If we're talking about X's and O's, then I'll put Brad Stevens above him now. If we're talking about coaching Bobbies and Joes, then Phil Jackson, yes.
What Bobby Jones?
Bobbies and Joes. Because a lot of times I tell my players, it's not about the X's and the O's, it's about the Bobbies and Joes. It's about who's going to get it done. I'm not going to draw the perfect play in order for you to win the game. Players are going to have to play to win the game. So, yes, Phil Jackson had Jordan. Phil Jackson had Shaq. He had Kobe. He had great players. He had some of the top players, best players, most dominant players ever to play the game. Okay? It's not hard to coach that. I'm sorry. No. It's not hard to coach that. It's harder to manage that. That's where a lot of people don't get it twisted about this coaching stuff. A lot of people be like, "Oh man,
You gotta manage
hard."
the ego.
No, it's a management thing.
Philly just won.
It's a
two
management
series where
thing.
They were definitely the least talented in those two series.
It's a management thing. It's a management thing when you have superstars. When you have superstars and guys that are bigger than life out there on the
Such
floor,
as-
that are playing for you. It's hard to. You have to manage them, not necessarily coach them. Now, if they're very coachable guys. And I give LeBron his props. LeBron is a coachable guy, but now he's at the point where he's not.
I wouldn't even
I
say he's
don't
coachable.
agree with that one.
He is
I
a
wouldn't
coachable.
even- I'm a LeBron fan.
He's a coachable guy, but he's not respecting Lou right now. He's
He
not
respects
respecting Lou.
Spoelstra.
But let Phil Jackson or Pat Riley get behind that. Really,
Which he's
gonna
never
listen.
had.
He's gonna listen to that.
You're right. Which he has
He
never
was
had.
listening to homeboy. What was his?
He wasn't listening to Mike Brown.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he did.
No.
He did too.
LeBron
Listen to
James
him for a
always said he
moment.
either wants to play for a Hall of Fame coach or somebody who's played. So he gave Lou a little bit of respect more than he would give Spoelstra because Lou actually played. Lou was on.
But he gave
Wasn't Lou
Spoelstra
on the
respect
championship
because
team?
Pat Riley told him to.
Yeah, eventually. But I'm saying automatically he gave reason why the European guy, the guy who coached over in Europe, David Black, the reason why he got kicked out and LeBron wanted Tyronn is because LeBron always wanted to play for somebody who actually played in the league.
Ball, yeah.
And Tyronn, not only did he play, but he actually won with the Lakers, correct?
Correct.
Because they beat Philly. Everybody keeps on bringing up that whole Iverson
Iverson
stepping over
stepping over.
Tyronn, but Tyronn got that ring, and Iverson did never get that ring. You know what I'm saying?
Iverson top 50 though.
I agree. I have no problem with that. But we'll go back to this. Both
Iverson can play now. He can play in this league.
I agree.
Even being as his not as big.
Chris Paul's playing in this league still.
Westbrook
Chris
is
Paul is
just
playing
Iverson.
in this league still,
Yeah.
and
Westbrook
It's
is
because
just
he's a
Iverson.
Being
genius.
Westbrook is Iverson.
no,
No. I see your comparison, but
the reckless abandonment maybe,
Yeah.
but not nowhere near on the athleticism and stuff.
He's
And
No.
I
Yeah,
mean-
no. Westbrook is more athletic, but I'm just talking about the fact that I'm about to go out. I'm gonna get these buckets, and whether
the killer.
he wasn't a stat chaser though.
Yeah, he's a killer.
He
He's
was-
a-
he
he's
had-
he was a point chaser.
He's a killer. Like
He wasn't
he's a
multiple
killer like
stats.
Iverson.
He's like, let me get this one though.
I mean, he-
Let me score.
He's a killer. He's a
He had
killer
the
like
killer
I
Iverson.
ain't, I ain't worried about no assists. I ain't
killer.
worried about no rebound. Let me score though.
He's a killer.
You gotta also realize Westbrook got what 4 or 5 inches on Iverson.
About 3 or 4. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So we'll be done with the goat talk for now.
Yeah,
All I
we
know
know.
is this.
Well, I was just talking about the whole coaching thing. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people think it's easy to coach. All right, and I'll just put my personal, out there.
Experience.
It's like, it's not easy to coach. It's easy. It's easier to coach a lot of talent when you have guys that can play a role, and guys that are real good at their roles, and guys that are just special. It's easy to coach them. It's harder to manage them because then they feel as if they know more at the position because they're out there playing and I can get buckets and coach let me do it my way. So it's easy to do that. It's easy to do it that way. But it's not easy to coach guys that are not just as good, not just as good, but guys that are going to buy into your program. It's going to take a little bit more. So a lot of coaches are working harder on coaching guys that are not as talented as these superstars. So when they get these guys that are not as talented superstars and those guys buy in, they do magical things. Hence, Boston right now is doing magical things because there's guys that are not superstars, that are not at that greatest level, highest
Is it more
level.
of Boston doing what they're doing, or is it more of? Never mind, I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead.
You just want to interrupt me again, but I mean that's more so what it is. I mean, if you have a lot of talent, the stress level is lower. If you don't have a lot of talent, the stress level may be higher because you're trying to play up to that high level and get these guys to go into that high level, and they have to buy in together. It's a catch-22 with everything. Just put it like that when it comes down to coaching. But a lot of people get it twisted on coaching, like thinking it's just drawing up plays or it's just scheming when it's not. It's a lot of the player development. It's a lot of holding the hand. Even the superstars, you gotta, tend to everybody's needs. You got people that complain about playing time, complain about touches, complain about their role and different stuff like that. It's so many dynamics that goes along with coaching.
Coach wears many hats.
Basically. But you can say that.
I would agree. I mean, you got to stroke some people's egos.
Mhm.
You got to,
Big time.
you know what I mean? You might even have to tell your star player, hey, listen, when we get in this practice or we get into this, I'm gonna chew you out, but I just want you to know I have to do that because
Yeah.
I need the other players to see.
You do.
I mean, we good, but I just want you to know this is about to happen. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of. It's almost like a relationship. You know what I mean? You gotta.
Example, we had a real quick situation last weekend. I was in Atlanta, but my 8th grade team went to Cincinnati and they played. Big brawl happened on Sunday. One of my players knocked the kid out on another team, and all that stuff, and it's one of my star players. And today we had a big parent meeting and all that stuff about the situation. We had to suspend the player indefinitely. Now, the program director was like, look, we're just going to suspend him until July. And then after July, we're going to let him play. But we ain't going to tell him that. But we're just going to say indefinitely. Okay, I'm thinking in the back of my head, okay. So today when we tell everybody, like, he's suspended indefinitely and all that stuff, everybody's looking like, oh, man, he ain't coming back and blah, blah, blah. But in the back of our head, we know what we're doing. So we had to pull him to the side like, yo, you're going to be suspended until July. And then you're going to be back and blah, blah, blah. So now he knows in the back of his head, but we have to show that tough love in front of everybody. So everybody's like, man, we better not get in no trouble no more because they did that to him. And he's like one of the starters and blah, blah, blah. So it's like you got to play mind tricks with
So the
people
whole
like that.
Jordan gambling, suspension, retirement, that's what happened?
What are you talking about? The gambling suspension?
Yeah, that's why he really retired. That's
I don't
that
think-
what you just said.
I don't think the gambling is what got you. Think the gambling is what?
Who's the gambler?
I don't know, man.
I don't know about that.
And
I
that
ain't
being this
gonna- I ain't
10-hour long 30 for 30 special, I need answers to that.
When did that happen? When does that come on?
ESPN and Netflix are teaming up.
For
that's a good one.
10 part 30 for 30.
A 10 part?
So
Each
it's
part
10
is an
hours.
hour.
It's 10 hours.
It's a mini-series.
Oh,
It's
that's a
beyond.
series.
It's
What that is?
a whole
That's not many.
Yeah, that's a whole series.
I didn't know that.
That's
Where's the previews to that? They have a preview?
Nah,
no, they had the little highlight thing.
It's come out 2019, so obviously they've started. I mean,
All about Jordan?
It's all Jordan.
Is it the career or the
I don't-
situation when he
if it's
No,
10 hours, it can't
it-
just be the career. It got to be everything. It got to be about his dad dying.
It's
It gotta
I
be-
think his whole career. I think
gotta
it's
be
all
everything.
Jordan. But they need to have the real reason.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to that story than what we've been told.
If they don't talk about it, they ain't gonna touch it. They don't say he retired because of that. They don't tell the story we know and leave it alone.
or they'll touch it, but it's gonna be all speculation. Won't be anything that's like definite. This is why.
I want to hear Jordan say, I want him to finally come out and just say he got everything he wanted from the NBA. He an owner. Nike ain't going nowhere. He could come out and say whatever he want right now, and they can't touch it.
That's facts. Well, listen, regardless, man, we definitely like to thank everybody for listening, man. I know we spent a nice amount of time, you know what I mean, talking.
We got to chop this one up.
I missed the
might
whole
chop it
game.
up.
I missed the whole game messing with y'all.
That's fine. That's all right.
You
Well,
got
Golden
the first
State, like,
half.
if I would have been watching Golden State, they would have won. Man.
that's fine. Well, listen,
I feel
man,
about that every game. I
Don't you feel like that?
I just, so you're a Golden State fan?
I'm a Lakers fan. I want Golden State to win the championship.
All right.
That's why you're.
Where do I think
Kobe
LeBron's
fan.
going next year? I think he's coming to death row. I'll just put that
He's
out
not
there
coming
too.
to LA.
Along with Kawhi and PG.
Makes no sense. I'm
Makes
gonna tell
a
you
lot
what's
of
gonna
sense.
happen. I'm gonna tell you exactly what's
Come to
gonna
death
He's
row.
not going to West Coast.
You tired of being
B.
coaches all up in the videos,
Listen.
players shooting
B-
shots, talking about they want to be traded to be the man.
B. Listen.
Come to death row.
Be very, very aware. LeBron, as smart as he is, knowing that he's up against what he's up against in Golden State, he might take that pay cut.
In Houston.
He's going to a Texas team.
He's not worried about Houston. He's not worried about Houston.
He has good
I don't
friends
think he's
out
coming
there.
to the West. He has a clear path to
You-
the finals.
I think it's bigger. We got to think. LeBron thinks
It's
in the
clear.
East,
It's
it's-
clear when he adds another superstar. Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. We think LeBron thinks in depth and moves ahead and bigger than basketball. He's gonna retire from a Texas team, no state taxes. He don't take a pay cut, which is a raise because he don't get state taxes for half the game.
Nobody's ever thought about that but you.
Or Florida. I mean, well, there's only one team in Florida. He wouldn't go back to Miami.
But they got state tax in Florida.
no, they don't.
You sure?
You guys really
They do
follow
not. That's why.
state tax
That's
laws?
why. That's why the big three worked.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't,
It's no
yeah.
state tax in Texas.
No
that's
state
why.
taxes.
That's what make people flock to those states.
No state tax. Still federal, but no state.
Yeah.
If LeBron James
And when you make, millions of dollars, It's
makes a big difference. If
Hundreds of
LeBron, but
thousands.
here's the reason why I say that he's not really looking at. He's one of the few players. I mean, when I say few, I mean maybe 10 ever, who's never spent NBA money. He makes so much money off the court. You got to think he signed for damn near $100 million before he even played his first NBA game. He signed $90 million with Nike. His first contract with Cleveland.
It was a rookie contract.
It was a rookie contract. It's nowhere near. Like, and right now he's only making, I say only, but when I'm only saying only because this last Nike contract is worth $1 billion. He didn't get $1 billion, but over the life, it's a lifetime deal with Nike. It's worth $1 billion. So what's the $25 million that he's making this year playing for Cleveland? It's nothing. So be very, very mindful and watchful. If he's smart, which I hope he is. Because for the longest, the reason why he didn't take a pay cut is because he realized that he sets the market. Teams will say, "Oh, well, you know what I mean? Let's give me like a medium, a mid-level player." You would say somebody like I don't know, a Devin Booker. You know what I'm saying, or a Damian Lillard. I know he's a little bit higher up, but team will be able to say to him, "Oh, well, we ain't got to pay you that much. Look what LeBron's making." He the best player in the world. He took a pay cut. Why should we pay you max? You know what I'm saying? So now he's on the back end of that prime. I think he might realize, okay, I don't need max money. And if he decides that he's not going to take max money, you got to realize Greg Popovich is not sending Kawhi anywhere in the West. He just doesn't do it, and he doesn't help out the Lakers. That's like one of the things he's exclusively said. Like, you know, he's the president too. He's not just a coach. He's like
he's a GM
or GM, whatever. He does these dual roles.
He's the Bill Parcells of
He's not
basketball.
sending him to the Lakers. He just won't help out the Lakers because he knows that's his rival. And it's customary that the Kyrie thing was crazy that they sent him to the East. But it's customary that if you're going to trade a player, you trade him to the opposite conference so that way you ain't got to see him, especially a superstar. So I say all that to say, I would not be surprised if LeBron James decides to take a pay cut and Boogie Cousins is available, Kawhi is available, Paul George is available.
If all three of them come
No, they
to
wouldn't
the-
all three
I'm
go.
about to say,
They wouldn't all three go. But with love, with a love, I mean, I would try to get rid of Love, honestly. I would try to unload him.
going back to the West.
If you can get two of those three,
him and Tristan. Get rid of both of them.
you
They
get
just
two
a
of
lot
those
cap.
three, that's a problem.
I agree.
You get two of those three. And if I'm Danny Ainge, the GM of the Boston Celtics,
Who's a genius, a madman.
oh,
I
he's a genius. I am on the phone with Greg Popovich. Listen, Kyrie for Kawhi straight up. Let's go ahead and swap. You'll never get a deal like this. Straight up, swap him out.
Why?
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Why would Pop take this?
Why would Pop take that? Because we know you never get equal value for a superstar.
I understand that, but why would I got gone.
No, you don't. Parker's gone.
Okay.
He's done. He's done. You know what I mean?
What about my man from Patty?
All I'm saying is this.
Patty gave
If I'm
USA
Danny
buckets.
Ainge, I'm on the phone. Listen, I love Kyrie. He's great. But this injury ain't going nowhere. Let's go ahead and swap him out. Straight up. Boom. You got an injury. I got an injury. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
It ain't.
Hey, there's nothing else to talk about. Swap him out. And then the first thing I'm doing, after I make that swap, hey, Bron, come on. That's me. Tatum. Kawhi. Brown. Hayward. Horford. That's your answer, Golden State.
That's the answer for me. That's the
That
answer.
you make
That's
Bron
the
run
Eastern,
point.
That's the Eastern Conference All-Star team right there.
You make Bron run point. You put Hayward at the 2. You put or Tatum at the 2. Hayward at the 3. You put you could put Brown at the 4 if you want to. Those are all interchangeable because what the reason why Golden State is so successful is they switch everything.
That's because they have
There's no position.
almost a big guy on every position that's 6'7" or above besides Curry.
Tell me I ain't unless I'm a mad GM out here. And I forgot. And Kawhi, you put Kawhi at your 4 or your 3. So everything outside of Horford changes.
That's why I agree with you, Dame. You won that one.
Hey, listen,
I won that one. You are the GM of the year, sir.
It is the Culturally Correct Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. I dang near feel like your mom should be listening to this podcast. Once again, it is your boy Dame. Follow with my guy
Rome.
And then we also got
Jimmy.
Yeah. And shout out to
Coach Wash.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you guys. Peace.